Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the Jack Burger Sports Complex in Port Hope, Ontario, where today we're bringing you some preseason content between the Niagara IceDogs and the Peterborough Petes. My name is Kole McIlmoyle, joined by me, finally, my good buddy Nathan Will. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you too. I'm excited for this one. First game of the preseason. The Petes playing for, the IceDogs playing for, them meeting today. First day of September. It's good to have hockey back.
It is good to have hockey back. The Petes training camp just finished up just a few days ago, and they're finally trimming the roster down. Let's take you through the starting goalies for both squads. Nathan, take it away.
Well, we're going to start off with the Niagara IceDogs. Matthew Humphreys, who didn't play at all last year, the 2008 born, is trying to make an impressive start to his OHL career as he was just drafted this past season. Well, he's going to look to make a name for himself here, as he has competition between Charlie Robertson and Owen Flores. Sorry about that.
You got it.
How about the IceDogs, eh?
For your Peterborough Pete, Zach Bowen is getting the nod to start preseason in the draw. Colin Fitzgerald and Alex Asadorian to start the game for the IceDogs. Face-off won by the IceDogs.
That crowd is loud to start. Hey, expect that throughout the whole 60 minutes.
I would expect that. Haley and Wasslin battling in the corner. Fitzgerald had a chance at it. He knocks it up to Aiden Young. Aiden Young skies out to center, tried to find the stick of Addy, and he does. Across the blue line, Addy to Fitzgerald, gets knocked off his stick, and it's turned back the other way by Mike Levin. Through center come the IceDogs. Asadorian, he takes a shot, stopped and held by Zach Bowen.
That's a name the Petes fans are going to be able to get around for the next few years. Colin Fitzgerald, drafted 3rd overall in this past draft. This is the matchup I want to see tonight. Fitzgerald against Rubrick. Ryan Rubrick on the IceDogs actually set the franchise record in points for a rookie last year, beating Akil Thomas, who Petes fans will know.
Former Peterborough Pete, Akil Thomas. Face-off here, possession Petes. Matejchek has it behind his own net. Haley there to support. Puck stripped out in front. There's Rubrick. His shot just missed high and wide. Rebound in the slot somewhere. Finds Cesada. That's a tough name to say, eh? Far side it goes. IceDogs still have control. Scott finds Rubrick, and we'll have a stoppage of play. I just realized I haven't started our clock with 19:11 to go.
And that's one thing you've got to look out for Ryan Rubrick. A lot of his goals came from just finding the open space in the offensive zone last year. His IQ for the game is beyond his years, and he'll be looking to add on to that phenomenal season last year.
Face-off coming to the left of Zach Bowen. It's Cesada versus Lefebvre. Possession IceDogs. To the point it goes, not held in, just out of the reach of Blair Scott. Scott back to play it. Needs a little bit of help from Shanowski. To the blue line it comes and out. The IceDogs have possession. Try to dump it in. It finds Blake Gowan. Gowan plays it forward and deflected in. That would be off the stick of Joe Kadoran. Into the corner it goes. That's our one blind spot, is the far corner, unfortunately. Pardon me, the near corner. Shot right on, stop, and stoppage of play. Oh, did they score? No, they didn't. I thought they were celebrating there for a second. I couldn't quite tell, but it was a stop by Matthew Humphreys. We have a really bad angle at that end of the ice.
It's not great, but a nice chance for Joseph Kadorian right there. As you try to go up over the shoulder of Humphreys, he's able to bat it down and give no rebound out, which is what you want to see.
Fitzgerald.
Good battle in behind the goal as well from the Petes to be able to recover the puck on that play.
Face-off. Advantage Pete, seems like. This battle's going on in the far corner. 4 or 5 bodies down there. Puck finally finds an IceDog stick and deflects right onto the net. Not a dangerous opportunity, but Humphreys had to be sharp.
Well, you know what they say. It's a game of inches, right? And his goalie's got to be on his toes all game, and especially on that one. The puck comes right through the middle of the ice. You're not expecting it to bounce off your own player's skate, but it did there, and thankfully for Humphreys, he was able to find it.
Fitzgerald loses the draw to Ray. And the IceDogs are out. Through center. Stretch pass. Deflects off a stick. Valeris back to play it. And now the Petes are out. Deflected by Addy. Into the offensive zone. And it will be blown dead for icing. Just short of 2 minutes played.
That's one of the guys that we were pretty impressed with when we were doing the rookie camp, Nico Addy. His physicality, he's able to get into the corners, win the puck battles. And not just that, he put on display some skill, some physicality as well. Look for him to take a big jump with the Petes this season.
Coming over from Owen Sound earlier last year. The second year at the Pete seems a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more confident with the puck with this play. Niagara's got it in the corner, tried to play it back to the point just out of the reach of Frasca. And Frasca will have to retreat back to his own end. IceDogs still got it, trying to play it forward, turned over. And turned over once again. The IceDogs got it back through neutral ice. Asadorian drops to Hoddles. Back to Hoddles it goes. Poked off of him by Nathan Leake. Kept into the point by Frasca. Tried to find his defense partner. That was DeWatcher. He'll have to dump it in. And the IceDogs will go for a change. Marin Ted recently signed his pass. Fanned on, but he got it far enough where he found William Haley. And Haley will play it through center. Dump it in. Back to play it is Blair Scott. IceDogs are out of their defensive end. We'll have a stoppage of play. Not sure what the stoppage is for. We have a terrible view up here, but that's all right.
No, but we saw a great view of that play that almost led to the first goal of the game. Fortunate for Mayor Tet. The IceDogs player in the middle of the ice. I couldn't tell you who that was to be 100% with you, but fortunately for the Petes, he wasn't able to cradle it and put it in.
Marin Ted, the recent Pete signing, one of 4 guys that signed the other day. That includes Mason Johnson, Adam Levac, and Gens Ula. All of which had a very impressive training camp.
Especially Levac, 2 goals in that one game.
I was very impressed with Levac's line throughout the entirety of training camp. Even in rookie camp, I thought he looked good, but I thought he found another stride during training camp.
Standouts for sure. Not a high pick at all in the draft. But it doesn't matter where you get picked. It matters what happens when you get your opportunity.
Shot there. Easy save for Humphreys. He'll elect to just cover the puck. We'll have a stoppage of play. Not very high pace so far. Not a whole lot of offensive action.
They got cold legs, like they say. Preseason is sloppy hockey. Chances are going to be created sooner rather than later, that's for sure, as everyone has to get up to speed. But good start from both goalies in Humphreys and Bowen.
Face-off there was won by the IceDogs. That'll relieve any offensive pressure the Petes would have been able to create. Far side it goes. Across the blue line comes the IceDogs, trying to find Rubrek, turned over, and the Petes are out. Had a chance for a 2-on-1 control. Huge hit at the blue line. That was Matthew Paris laying the boom. Petes got control still. Shot right on, was blocked. Man is down. That is Jack Browdy of the IceDogs. It was a good soak, but he's in some discomfort. He gets off the ice. Here comes the Petes. Here's a chance stopped by Humphreys. And the IceDogs are able to clear it out of the slot. To the near wall it comes. The IceDogs have control, and through center comes Paris. Paris gets across the blue line. Taken down by Gowan. Referee says no penalty. That puck will slide back. It's Gens Ula in the near corner. Lefebvre there to support. He'll fire it around far side. Finds Joe Kadoran.
You know, there's guys on your team whose numbers don't pop out. For example, Matthew Paris, 11 goals, 20 assists last season for 31 points. But I can tell you from watching the IceDogs and covering them a little bit that he is a fan favorite. And he showed right there he's more than just his skill.
Here comes the IceDogs. He takes a shot just high and wide. That was Ray with the opportunity, looking top right corner. Fitzgerald across the blue line. Looking for a centering pass, finds it, but no one was home. The IceDogs clear the zone, and here they come the IceDogs with an opportunity. What a chance there. That was off the stick of Andrew Vermeulen. Couldn't quite get through the Pete's defense. Otherwise, he was away on a breakaway. IceDogs got it back in their own end. Going to clear their own end. They finally do. Kind of a 50-50 hockey game up to this point. Not too many dangerous opportunities either way, but we've seen some.
The IceDogs getting the better of the chances, though. More dangerous as they're able to get into the middle of the ice a bit more easier when they get into the offensive zone. Levesque, who we were talking about, has the puck right now. We'll see if he can create something as he dumps it in. The IceDogs doing a real good job of just clearing the puck out, able to chip it at center ice to get it in. They got to use that, their speed and transition if they want to open the scoring here.
Puck in front, they score. I believe that was Alex Asadorian as we were trying to fix the camera. Asadorian gets the Ice Dogs on the board first. It's 1-0 Niagara.
He had a great second half of the season last year. 8 goals, 19 assists for 27 points. He was the first line center for the team going down the stretch last season. He showed right there in tight, able to beat Bowen over the pad.
Alex Asadorian opens the scoring. Ice Dogs lead here early in the first period. Matejcek's got it now off that face-off, trying to get it down. His defense partner tonight is Tanasi Marintet. I would expect the coaching staff to make some changes to the lineup throughout the game, just trying to see what works and what's not going to work. Reminder, when we were here last year, the Petes were playing the Oshawa Generals here in Port Hope, and unfortunately that was a loss for the Petes, looking to turn their tides around in this arena. Shot right off the point, rebound, Spurch to the middle, shot off the side of the net, and Humphreys is able to get back across and freeze the play. 13:50 to go.
Standing at 6'2", he moves pretty quickly on his feet for a bit of a shorter goalie right there, and sometimes that's what you need. Able to move quickly along the ice. For example, in the NHL, you got a guy like Soros, 6 foot, known for his agility and his tracking of the puck. Matthew Humphreys getting his inner Soros on that play.
We'll have a TV timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Face off coming to the left of Humphreys. As the ice crew's still cleaning up here a little bit, just getting last little bit of snow.
It's preseason for them too.
It's preseason for them too. They're getting ready to go. This isn't a regular OHL arena, so not something that these folks are used to doing. So they're doing a great job, though.
Once a year, they got their 360-odd day break, and now they're back at it for the one day.
A great crowd here in Port Hope, I must say. It was a really good crowd last year as well. Not quite sold out, but I wouldn't expect that at a preseason, but a very sizable crowd.
But man, those fans are loud over there.
Are they ever? Puck came back to the point. It was chipped back in by Marintet. Goes in behind the net. Ice Dogs have control. That was Callum Chanowski with it. Chanowski picks it back up, tries to feed it forward to Charlie Hoddles, but it's out of his reach. That'll go all the way down. Strohack back to play it. Apologies for our camera troubles here. We're trying to our best here. It's a bit of an odd lineup, or an odd setup that we have. Not like what we had at the PMC where we didn't have these problems.
Nah, and the unfortunate thing is that when it does pan to the left, there's a pole in the way, so we are sorry about that. We're trying to work our way around it.
Trying to fix our camera problems, but we seem to be all right for right now. We're knocked down. Here's Rubrek in the slot. His shot deflected right over the net of Zach Bowen. Dangerous opportunity to the Ice Dogs, and we'll have a stoppage of play. 13:05 to go. As it looks like, I believe that's Blake Gowan's helmet that got knocked off his head.
You'd expect the physicality to ramp up a bit, especially after Matthew Paris made that big hit earlier on in the first period. Right there, the Petes kind of getting back, the Petes taking the brunt of another physical hit in their own zone this time. We'll see if that translates later into the game. Maybe the Petes are going to try to get back at the Ice Dogs somehow.
We apologize for the camera troubles. It's a different cord than what we would usually use at the PMC. It just wasn't quite long enough for our setup, so maybe it's not quite It's not perfect from what we've got, but we're trying to make it work. As it starts working and then it stops, we're doing our best out here. Young's got it in his own end. He'll get it out to the blue line to center. He finds Lefebvre. Fitzgerald streaking to the slot. They find Addy. Addy takes a shot, looking for the rebound in front. Stopped by Humphreys.
From defense to offense, that's the way the Petes are able to create a chance on that play as Fitzgerald goes right through the gut. It's just Addy wasn't able to find his tape, and Humphreys just absorbs that one.
Last year, the Petes just didn't quite have the offensive firepower I think they were hoping for. They weren't able to go north. They were kind of stuck in their own end a lot of games, but they're able to get north so far up to this point.
Colin Fitzgerald is going to help with that. His speed, his skill. He's a silky center who's able to create offense.
The Petes on the power play here with another minute and 18 seconds. So it must have been that hit on Blake Gowan that caused an Ice Dogs penalty. Picked up by Fitzgerald on the far side. He gets stripped of it. It's a 2-on-1 for the Ice Dogs. Ray with Asadori, and he finds him. He gets caught, shot stopped by, or just missed the net of Bowen, and back the other way come the Petes. It's Addy with Lefebvre. Addy, shot stopped by Humphreys. Rebound. Gloved by Humphreys, and we've got a scrum in front of the net. Chase Lefebvre is not happy. But that might be Ray from the Ice Dogs. No, pardon me. That was Andre Loshko.
And that chance going the Ice Dog way is just all a mental mistake. You see Asadorian at the side of the net. He tries to send it through the crease, trying to find Ray at the back post after the missed pass on the 2-on-1. A little too hot to handle. The Pete's able to go the other way. They're just not able to capitalize. A 3-on-1. And the puck carrier decides to shoot rather than pass off to his left. Sorry about the camera troubles here. We're trying to get it all sorted out right now as the second unit for the Petes makes their way onto the ice after an unsuccessful Unit 1.
.45 seconds remaining in the Petes power play. Hopefully the camera troubles will get resolved here. We're trying to fix it, but doing our best. Like I said, don't have our proper setup. Also, apologies, we don't have a stream. The internet at this arena just wasn't going to work for us, and the stream would have looked terrible. Petes got it down low. Point pass, Matejchuk near side. Here's a chance for the Petes. Stopped again by Humphreys with just 21 to go on the power play.
If you're Martin Matejchuk, you've got to shoot that. You have a chance to put it in on goal with bodies in the way of Humphreys. He had 2 goals last season. The man from Czechia had a chance right there and deferred to his right. Not the right idea.
Face-off was won by the Ice Dogs. They'll fire it right down. We have another stoppage of play. Looks like we're going to have a penalty. And it looks like Adam Levac is going to be headed to the box for Peterborough. It'll be a 4-on-4.
17 seconds, and then the Ice Dogs get a chance to double their lead on a power play. It's Ryan Rubrick who is taken down there in the defensive end. Some more open ice for 17 seconds. If the Petes can win the face-off, they've got a chance to go north with more space to work with, which is always a dangerous thing.
Gens Ula's out there, Brennan Faulkner, Brody Partridge, and Martin Matejchuk for the Petes. It's Rubrek, Wasselin, Frasca, and Brody for the Ice Dogs. Shot there, deflected off a stick before it ever reached the net. Matejchuk tried to play it to the far side. Ula went down, but Faulkner's there to retrieve the puck. Ice Dogs are able to get it off him. It's Rubrek, finds Browdy on the near side. Browdy, his shot deflects up, actually off the roof of the stadium and out of play.
The 17 seconds has passed, so the Ice Dogs will go to the power plays. They got their 5-man unit out there right now. Looks like the 3 forwards are going to stay out there for the Ice Dogs and change up the back line.
As the Ice Dogs penalty comes to an end, it's going to be a 5-on-4 for Niagara. An aggressive draw, Cesada to take it for the Ice Dogs.
Look out for Zada, 7 goals last year, 10 assists.
The ref kicks Cesada out of the draw. It'll be Rubrek coming in to play it. Face off won by Rubrek. Browdy's got it. He's got Wasselin. Elects for Rubrek. Down low it goes. Wanted Cesada in front. That was disrupted by Faulkner, and way to get it out there for Brennan Faulkner. Makes Wasselin the number 2 pick in the draft this year. Right, number 2? Yep, number 2. Cesada's got it. Far side, or across the blue line it goes. The Pete's penalty kill. It's doing well. Brody Partridge loses his stick in the skates of Browdy. Browdy loses a handle out of the net.
There. Good defensive play by Young on the back check. Knocks it off the stick of Brody as soon as he looked to pull the trigger. And we've got another penalty on the play, it looks like. Who's he pointing to? Somebody on the IceDogs bench for slashing, it looks like.
Unfortunately, we're not able to see the bench, so we're not able to see who gets the slash.
Well, we can see where they're pointing, at least.
Yeah.
It looks like the IceDogs bench, and that's all truthful as we'll get 4-on-4 hockey for 54 seconds, and the Pete's get their second chance on the power play.
They'll have it 1:06 to try to tie this game on the power play, and that's if they don't tie it 5-on-5. Fitzgerald in the draw for Peterborough. It was Ray in the draw for the IceDogs, and Ray won it. Around back the net, Callum Chanowski had it. Back to Chanowski it goes. Chanowski on the near side finds Virgilio. That's a tough one. Chanowski again. Double teamed. Down low, centering pass. Tried to find Ray. It was out of his reach, and Fitzgerald's got it for the Petes. Forward they come. It's Aiden Young. Young's drop pass. Matejchuk finds Fitzgerald. In front, scores! Graydon Strohack. The Petes have tied the game. It's 1-1.
Activating your defenseman in the offensive rush is what they did on that play. And Strohack able to beat Humphreys to tie the game at 1. A little backhand, forehand movement in front of the net. Looked to be a forward right there with those kind of hands.
Humphreys thought it was going back door to Fitzgerald, and I would have thought the same thing. I wouldn't have thought the defender of Strohack would have taken the pass on backhand and roofed it. We haven't even got to the power play yet, and it's a tie game.
His Erasmus style lead on that play. And the tough part isn't getting the goalie to bite on a move. It's to be able to elevate it 13 inches off the ice. But he did that effortlessly.
Graydon Strohack ties the game for the Petes. And the Petes are going to have a power play in about 19 seconds for 1:06. Lefebvre has it. Plays it near side to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald carries it. Gets around Frasca. Into the corner he goes. Takes a bump from Frasca. Pete's man's back out on the ice in 1 second. And the power play has started. IceDogs are electing to just hold it in behind their own net, trying to kill some of the power play time. Out to Lefebvre. The puck comes to the tie slot. Lefebvre's shot deflects off a stick, hits the roof of the arena. 1:10 to go and 54 left on the power play.
Oh, man, if you're the IceDogs, you love how that last 30-second sequence went. You give up a goal, you don't want to give up another one as they see the IceDogs try to transition one more time with speed in the offensive zone. They get into the corner, and Colin Fitzgerald can't pry it loose for find a teammate there. IceDogs able to kill a few seconds on the penalty kill.
And they're going to kill another few seconds here as they win the draw. It comes around near side to Caden Taylor. He almost stumbles. He finds Addy. Addy will rim it around the boards. Fitzgerald on the far corner. Fitzgerald still with it. Has Young at the point. He finds Aiden Young. Young, his shot deflected in front. They score! Chase Lefebvre. Deflection in front. It's 2-1 Peterborough.
I mean, he put on display right there why he scored 17 goals last year with the Petes, which was second on the team to McCallum. But in front of the net, get in the eyes of goalie, the way Humphrey's playing, you got to do that. That's exactly what the Petes did on that power play. They get it up high, put one on net. A deflection is able to beat him 5-hole. You got a 2-1 hockey game.
The IceDogs scored early in period number 1. The Petes answer with 2. 1 4-on-4 and 1 on the power play. Just about a minute apart. And it's 2-1 for the Petes. William Haley's got it now. He elects to dump it. And that's one thing the Petes couldn't get going over the last couple seasons, even in their championship run, was their power play. That was really a struggle for them, even with that really powered team with Brennan Othman and Tucker Robertson, J.R. Avon. They could never seem to get the power play going. So far, so good for the Petes as they're 1 for 1.
Looks like sticking to the basics is paying off for them. You want to cycle it around and just try to find that little opening to put it on net. That's what they do there.
Virgilia loses it. Puck comes in front. The shot just misses the net.
Nathan Leak right there with that chance on the backhand. He had Humphreys beat. He just couldn't put it in between the pipe.
Humphreys looks a little shaken after giving up those couple goals, but here comes the Ice Dogs the other way. Good stick by Levac. That's what the coaching staff wants to see from him. Ice Dogs got it. They lost it. Haley had it. He held it for a second, tries to put it down. Puck battle on the near wall. The Petes got it out. Levac is able to dump it in. Definitely one of the standouts for training camp. Puck battle in behind the net. Levac, not much support. Gets a little support from Haley, who knocks his man. Levac goes down, but the Petes still got in front of the shot by Joe Cador and just missed short side.
Janowski and Levac having a little battle at the side of the net. Frees up space in front. And a chance right there for the Petes.
Dianov in the corner with 3 Petes and one of his teammates. Of those Petes, Marintet and Partridge and Joe Cador, and a little help from Ray. Hoddles was also in that mess. Out to center comes Matejchek. Tries to find Cador, and he'll go in after his own dump. Puck skips off the side of the net. It's Cador with it again. He loses it. Tries to find Lefebvre. Lefebvre back in behind. Nice centering pass by Partridge. Found the tape of Cador, and he just couldn't handle it. Partridge with it again. Has Matejchek at the point. He finds him. Matejchek takes a shot, stopped by Humphreys and held. 6:33 to go. And we have a scrum in front of the Niagara net. And this one's starting to get chippy.
Well, you talk about the best combos in the world. Bread and butter, peanut butter and jelly, and it seems to be the Petes and getting the puck down low. As they've generated a few opportunities getting the puck down low, winning the little battles, and getting it to an open man in front. Another chance on that play as they look to get their lead extended to 2.
I wonder what this goal, and it's only a preseason goal, but what this goal could do for Graydon Strohack. Didn't score at all last season, only had 7 assists for 7 points. And now here in game number 1 of the entire season, obviously still preseason too, he already has one.
Well, if you were to just watch that goal on a highlight packet, you'd think this guy must be a goal-scoring machine from the blue line. But it doesn't matter what competition it is. Beer league, preseason, a goal's going to get to your feet and give you confidence. And I bet you for Strohack, I mean, that might be just some weight off the back as well.
Strohack's having a little conversation with the referees, not agreeing with where the faceoff's coming, and now he will agree with it. The refs wanted to bring it out to neutral ice. Joe Cadoran just got sent off just a few moments ago. I'll have to keep you updated on that. Faceoff coming to the left of the Niagara cage. Won by the Ice Dogs. And they're going to be able to get it out. Through center come the Ice Dogs. Centering pass to Asadorian. He drops it. Here's a chance. His shot missed high and wide. That came off the stick of Mike Levin. And out to center it comes. Niagara still with it. Almost, they've turned it over. Young tries to feed Addy down low, but he finds Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald centering pass. Good break up there. That was by Asadorian. And now here come the Ice Dogs. Levin with it now. Finds Brody. Brody. Big shot. Back door. Here's a chance for the Ice Dogs. What a save by Zach Bowen. Rebounds there. Another great save. They're digging at it, and Bowen's got it. My goodness. Take a bow. Zach Bowen. We remain at 2-1.
What a sequence for both the Ice Dogs and the Petes. The Ice Dogs doing a great job of entering the zone and just passing the puck diagonally, getting Bowen to move. But the last pass to the back post, Bowen able to make 2 desperation saves back-to-back to keep this game at 1.
Bo Show is in mid-season form. As we've hit a TV timeout, we'll be right back. Face-off will be coming to the left of Zach Bowen. As Bosho proves to be in mid-season form, I guess you could say. What a stop by Zach Bowen. That's a little more than he had to handle through a training camp.
Well, it's not just one save, it's the second save as well. He's able to kick up that pad to rob the Ice Dog player at the back post.
Not even just the second save, it was also the third and fourth, and then be able to get his glove on it to freeze play. Wow.
One of the hardest things as a goalie is once that rebound drops to the ice, you got to be able to track it before an opposition player is able to get a stick to it.
I think the Ice Dogs thought that they'd tied this game as the Ice Crew's having a little chat with the referee. Again, it's preseason for the Ice Crew once or as well.
Imagine just seeing him in the corner during the play.
Yeah.
Puck gets dumped in.
That would have been bad. That would have been very bad.
With a shovel, not a stick.
Something's going on with
and
the
now
ice.
it looks like he's getting ejected from the game.
There's still snow in behind the
Ice
Niagara
Crew
net.
shoveling up some snow in behind the Ice Dogs net. Little pile there.
The referees had the call them back out. I was just told it was the third time they've been called back out. Referees finally happy with the snow that's come off the ice.
But let's put a bit less attention on those guys and the play that's about to happen here in the Pete zone.
Refs finally telling them to get off the ice. We're back underway. Just under 6 to play here in our first stanza. The Pete's lead this one at a score of 2-1 off the stick of Graydon Strohack and Chase Lefebvre. 4-on-4 and on the power play. Partridge now has it. In behind the net it goes. Tried to play it back to the point. That was Caden Taylor.
And that's a name we know very well during the rookie tournament. What a goal he scored on his penalty or shootout goal, I should say.
Lacrosse goal isn't even the right term. That was unbelievable. Here's the Ice Dogs. They have a chance to try to tie the game. Holds, trying to find a staring pass. Finds Rubrick. Shot stopped. Glove down by Zach Bowen. 5 and change left here in period number 1.
That's the man you don't want to give a shot to in that opportunity as well. Ryan Rubrick, 28 goals last season. Just Zachary Bowen once again at the top of his crease is able to get down to the butterfly and snag it. Making it look calm, cool, and collected. The 3 C's you want from your goalie.
Face off coming to the right of Zach Bowen's cage.
Bowen's going to look to push for more games this year. Competition with Easton Rye, Liam Stutzka, and Mason Johnston.
Ray versus Lefebvre in the draw, won by Ray. Ice Dogs have possession. They chip it down low. Gowan's there. He takes a bump. That comes from Ivan Gallianov. Around to the far side, it's Nathan Leak. Leak with it. Is able to get around his man. That was Ray. Finds Levac in the middle. He can't continue possession, but it skips to Lefebvre. Lefebvre is around his man, trying for goal number 2. And shot, he scores! Chase Lefebvre, are you kidding me? 3-1 Peterborough.
What a goal, eh? It looks like he's just taking away his own angle, drifting towards the goal line. But he finds that pocket of space over the shoulder of Humphreys and scores a highlight reel snipe.
Chase
Not many
Lefebvre.
players can do that. Not many players. That's the second goal of the game for him as well. He's going to take a huge jump this season with the Petes. What a shot.
And he didn't even have a year to scoff at last year. 17-22 for 39. That's a good year out of Chase Lefebvre, but if he keeps doing that, he's going to be a 20-goal scorer this year. 3-1 Peterborough as we hit the final quarter of the first period. Knocking away at it is Fitzgerald. Puck skips in behind the net. Addy had it, tried to play it back around to Young. Young loses it. Fitzgerald around to the far side. Gowan's there to collect for Peterborough. Down low it goes as Addy. Centering pass tried to find Fitzgerald. Gets broken up by Ray, and out to center come the Ice Dogs. Matejchuk picks it up, though, for the Petes. Turned over. Here's Zada. His shot off the stick of Matejchuk goes well wide and out of harm's way. Young with it now. He takes a bump. Gowan has it, finds Matejchuk. Matejchuk to Addy. He's got Fitzgerald and Young with him. Addy fires it off the end boards. Fitzgerald, who was streaking into the zone, couldn't quite beat his man. 11 icing. Just under 4 to play here in period number 1.
Trying to play that bank in the corner right there as Colin Fitzgerald was streaking down that left side. He just didn't have enough steam left in the tank to be able to catch up to that one.
I can't believe what Chase Lefebvre just did.
Oh, it was a phenomenal shot. I mean, you look at guys in the NHL, a lot of those players who made it to the top level can't even do that. Lefebvre in a game with pressure on him.
Face off won by the Ice Dogs. Praska has it. His shot deflects off the skates of Fitzgerald and wide. Picked up big bump there by Aiden Young. That was on Matthew Paris as the Petes have it. Fitzgerald has it out. He'll find Addy. He'll deflect it forward as that puck will go into the bench and out of play. 3:42 in venue remaining in the first.
That line that we just saw on the ice for the Petes, Fitzgerald and Addy, they look to have some chemistry already, and it's not even game one of the regular season. Two of the younger guys on the team as well. They'll be with this organization next 2, maybe 3 years together. They'll look to gain some chemistry.
Potentially 4. Fitzgerald, with Fitzgerald, Addy, this being his second season, coming over from Owen Sound mid-year last year. Fitzgerald being the number 3 draft pick to Peterborough this past draft. Apologies for the camera once again. It's not sure what's going on with that. We think they have a bit of a faulty cord, but we're getting most of the game, and that's what matters.
Seems to be every single time we pan down to the left side. That's all disconnects.
Most sides, or most times. Caden Taylor's got it. He had it through center. He elects to dump it down right in the net of Humphreys, and he'll just freeze the puck and stoppage of play. 3:06 to go at our opening stanza.
Smart play by Caden Taylor. He knows unless they do it differently that the Ice Dogs really shouldn't be able to change here, as that look to be on his own side of the ice. But it looks like the Ice Dogs will be able to get a change, but smart play by Taylor to get it in on Humphreys and chase it down. Don't let him play the puck. Might have tired Ice Dog players on the ice right now.
Seems like the Ice Dogs are putting out one of their top lines. They have Asadorian and Wasselin out there. And away comes Asadorian. He's got speed. Marintette's trying to track him down. Backhand. Asadorian gets turned back. Centering pass to Browdy. Joe's off his stick. Levin takes a shot. An easy save right to the crest of Zach Bowen. 2:51 to go.
Once again, the Ice Dogs showing. I mean, it's speed kills. Asadorian's able to get that puck off the face-off, go down the right side. Him one-on-one with Maritette. But good job for Maritette to keep up the pace with Asadorian right there, forcing it back to curl and send it to the other side.
Marinette obviously trying to prove that he's worthy of an opening night roster slot. He's just got signed by Peterborough just yesterday, alongside with 3 of his teammates. Gankula, as that one gets knocked down with a hand pass off a stop to play. Gankula, Mason Johnston, and Adam Levac were the 3 other signings out of training camp for Peterborough. A lot of folks were thinking Dylan Turcotte may have been signed, but unfortunately for him, that wasn't the case. He'll have another year down in the minors, and we hope to see him back next year better than ever.
Well, what we talked about with him is that he's a top 6 forward. He wouldn't necessarily get top 6 forward minutes with the Peterborough Petes, so the stats wouldn't be there. Playing another year in minors hockey would probably be the best case scenario for him. He'll get more minutes, he'll get more opportunity, try to work his game on the power play, penalty kill, all situations.
They want him to become a little bit more well-rounded. He's pretty good in his own end, very good in the offensive end, but I think they want him to be a well-rounded player. He would have been getting bottom 6 time here in Peterborough, and that's just not his role. It never has been.
He's known for his skill, and that's what you can't really put on display when you're in the bottom 6 playing 10 to 15 minutes a night. He's a ball of energy as well. He was all around the ice when we watched him.
In the maroon and white game, I think he'll tell you it wasn't his best game he's had, but he had a very good training camp. Other than that, he was still noticeable, but just didn't put up the numbers that we were accustomed to throughout camp.
Top pick in this previous under-16 draft for the Petes.
Addy across the blue line's got Fitzgerald. His shot deflects off the stick of Matthew Virgilio. And the Ice Dogs got it back in neutral ice. That one skips up and out of play. We'll have a stoppage just under 2 to play.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out after the Petes scored that goal from Lefebvre. It's really been a 50-50 hockey game. No big chances being created other than the Bowen save just moments ago. But other than that, there hasn't been many chances. It's been more or less north-south hockey.
Which is entertaining hockey.
100%, but not many chances being created on the transition.
Partridge got it. His centering pass hits an Ice Dog skate in front. Puck hops back into the corner. Pete's still with control. Partridge has it. Finds Taylor his sharp angle shot. Easy save there for Humphreys. He wanted to pick that corner just like Chase Lefebvre did. Target finder wasn't quite there. Across the blue line. Niagara's shot missed just wide. Comes back to the blue line, and out it comes. Again, we apologize for the camera angle, but there wasn't really anywhere else to put the camera. So unfortunately, this is just what we're going to have to deal with. It's the same problem we had last year here in Port Hope, but that's okay. We appreciate them being here and giving us a place to play. Puck skips in behind the net of Zach Bowen. Centering pass in front. Hits some sticks, and Faulkner's got it out to center, just out of the reach of Matejchuk. He takes it away and elects to dump it in. The Petes will get a full line change with just a loony to go.
Seems like the winner of this game is going to be the team that wants it more, that's going to work harder to win those little battles.
Despite the score, like Nathan was saying, it's been quite a 50-50 game up to this point. The Petes may have had a little bit more offensive pressure than Niagara has, but it's about 55-45.
It doesn't really feel like a 3-1 hockey game, though. Both goalies have played well. They've had their fair share of good saves. It's just the Petes have had that remarkable goal from Lefebvre.
Got right on there from Leaks, handled by Humphreys. Puck skips into the corner, and Niagara has it out. 24 seconds to try to make it a one-goal hockey game. Man gets knocked down. That was by Strohack. Strohack's missing a stick. Strohack bumps his man, takes down another man, and we'll have a penalty. With 13.8 to go, will it be Graydon Strohack in the box? Or will it be Braden Valeris? No, I believe they're calling it on Braden Valeris. He's looking around like, what did I do? Because he was in the scrum. He got knocked over.
Oh, that's one of the plays where you go into the corner. You don't know what to do. You got the Ice Dog player all up on you. You're holding him, yes. And it's like a 50-50 penalty at that point. Sometimes they call it, sometimes they don't. Unfortunately for Valerius on that one, they decided we'll send him to the box for 2 minutes. And then, I mean, the Ice Dogs, they've got 14 seconds to go in this period to try to get it within one. If they're going to get their A unit out there, all they got to do is win the faceoff, and they got a chance.
Cesada v. Partridge, won by Cesada, but no defender was there to pick it up. It was an aggressive faceoff strategy by the Ice Dogs, but here's a chance for Rubrick. Just hits off his stick and under his shot. Deflected in front by Haley. The Petes will get it down, and that will kill the period. At the end of period number 1, the Petes have a pretty sizable lead. It's 3-1, but that's also the worst lead in hockey.
Well, I would say 4-1 Game 7 would be the worst lead in hockey, but I guess in this instance, it's pretty bad as well. On that last play, Zata just trying to free up his stick and get a deflection, but him and Haley in front jousting after the whistle right there. We'll see if that can move into the second and third period, as we're only 20 minutes done this game, and it feels like an eternity, which isn't a bad thing at all, as we wait 17 minutes until the next drop of the puck.
The Petes with a very impressive period number 1. We'll have to see if they can continue that in period number 2. Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jack Burger Sports Complex here in Port Hope, Ontario. The Petes have a 3-1 lead after the first period, and the second period is just about ready to get underway in about 45 seconds. Nathan, take us through what happened in period number 1.
Well, the Ice Dogs breaking the ice pretty early as Alex Asadorian is able to beat Bowen. He had 8 goals, 19 assists last season, and was able to get the first of the preseason for the Ice Dogs. But after that, it was all Peterborough, as in that, or just a few minutes later, 4-on-4, Graydon Stohack putting in his inner Rasmus Dahlin, going backhand, forehand, in tight, beating the Ice Dogs goalie, who's Matthew Humphreys today, just over the pad and under the bar. And after that, it was all Chase Lefebvre, as he's able to get one on the power play, deflecting it right in front of Humphreys, 5-hole. And after that, I mean, we can both come to an agreement that that second goal from Lefebvre was phenomenal. World class, some people would say, as he was drifting over to the goal line. Nobody thought he was going to shoot, but he knew in his mind that a shot was coming. He finds the pocket over the shoulder of Humphreys to make it 3-1, and that's your recap of the first period.
We are underway here in period number 2, face-off won by the Ice Dogs. Reminder, the Petes have a power play for a minute 39. Pardon me, the Ice Dogs have a power play for a minute 39. They've got it up on the wrong side, up on the board. Ice Dogs have a power play for about a minute and a half. They have control. Browdy shot from the point. Turned aside by Bowen.
And don't forget, earlier in that first period, Bowen keeping his team in it with 2 huge saves.
Shot rebound. Here's another chance. Missed just wide. Fired through the crease. Another chance. Rubrick got the point right on. Stopped by Bowen. That was off the stick of Ethan Cesada. Had a wide open Donning cage, and it wasn't necessarily that close.
A 6x4 puck on your stick. You're shaking a little bit because, you know, if you miss this, you might go into a few compilations that you don't want to go on. And unfortunately for Zata, he's not able to put it through in on goal. I mean, Bowen was down and out. There was no way he was going to be able to get across to make that save. Just Zata puts it wide.
Acidorian gets the better of that draw against Brody Partridge. Levin's got it to the blue line. One-time shot right on. Stopped by Bowen. Comes right back out to an Ice Dog stick. The Petes are able to knock it away. Here's maybe a potential for a 2-on-1. Partridge and Faulkner gets cut off. That was by the stick of Virgilio. That's still a tough one. I don't know if I'll get that right by the end of this game. We'll do our best, though. Turned over. The Petes now got it. Faulkner gets knocked down. No penalty incoming. Puck in the near corner somewhere. We can't see it.
Hey, what's the best way to kill a penalty? Have it 200 feet away from your net. That's exactly what the Petes do. Is there's 30 seconds to go on this one.
30 seconds to go. Like Nathan said, half a minute. Apologies, the camera's still not working as well as we'd hoped. And the Ice Dogs out the other way. It's Acidorian. He takes a shot. Nice glove save. Zach Bowen, 18:33 to go with just some change left on the power play.
Acidorian off the rush. Goes down that left side. Bowen's able to stay with him all the way. Goes to the top of the blue paint. Down into the butterfly. Able to catch it. Get the whistle.
Acidorian, 8 goals, 19 assists last year. So far has been one of the standout players for the Niagara IceDogs.
Had the goal in the first period and another chance later on. They almost doubled down on his one today.
The IceDogs have had a couple rough seasons, and maybe they can build around Acidorian, who's been very impressive here today. Obviously, they're going to try to build around Wasslin and Rubrick as well.
They've got a fun young core.
They do have a fun young core.
Sure. I don't think they'll be competing for a playoff spot this season, but I think one more guy into the lineup with some skill could really elevate them into contention for the OHL Cup in the next 1 or 2 years.
Everyone wants that J. Ross Robertson, but this is where it starts in preseason. Here's a chance, 2-on-1 in front, shot there. Knocked down, I believe, off of Chase Lefebvre. That puck never reached the net of Zach Bowen. And around back. Matejczak's there. He's got Levac in support. Gets the puck stripped off him. Levac's got it now to the blue line and out. And he'll elect to dump it in. Has Taylor on the other wing. Levac going after it. Janowski was there. He pokes it in the corner. Now the Ice Dogs are away. Rubrick fires it down the ice. Paris thought about going after it. He'll elect for a change.
Well, there's one thing to build on for the Ice Dogs. They've been really impressive breaking out of their own zone, not giving the puck up needinglessly. And so, I mean, that's always a positive when you've got that locked in game one.
Ice Dogs heading forward again. Hoddles across the blue line. Drop passes. Shot stopped by the glove of Zach Bowen. 17-10 to go on our middle stanza.
As a goalie, you hate those kind of shots, right? Because the hardest shots to save, lower blocker, lower glove, and right by the ear, is looking for that spot right in that sweet spot by the helmet. Bowen's able to get his glove up and get the whistle once again. Good start to the second period for Zachary Bowen.
Ray in the draw against Fitzgerald. Pete's get the better of that one. Ula has it behind his own net. Fires it around far side for Addy. Addy tries to get it to the blue line. Ray's able to hold it in and chip back down low. And behind the net it comes. Pardon me, that was Hoddles that was able to keep it in the blue line. Here comes Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's got Young. Fitzgerald, his shot deflected high and wide off the stick of Virgilio. Into the corner it goes. Aiden Young with it now. Fitzgerald there in support. Still in the corner, right where our dead spot is. The Pete's trying to center it. It's there in the slug. It's knocked away. Aiden Young's still with it now. He elects to chip it back down low. Addy gives his man a bump, and down the ice it goes. William Haley back for the Petes to collect. Through center, and stoppage of play. Might have been offside. 16-18 to go here in venue.
Fitzgerald, I mean, you see all his highlights, right? Very skillful, very silky, but he's not a small guy. He's standing at 6'2", and he showed he put on some muscle during the offseason, able to beat out the defender for the Ice Dogs to win that battle for the loose puck. He got a shot off, it's just deflected and up over the net.
Fitzgerald definitely doesn't look like a player who was just drafted. That's it currently in his rookie year, or going to be in his rookie year. Technically, his rookie year hasn't even begun yet. He looks like someone that's been in the league for 2 or 3 seasons. He's a big boy.
Oh, yeah, and he's starting off as the first-line center for this team today. Being put right into the trenches Game 1 of the preseason.
Partridge with his shot off the crossbar, knocked up and out of play. If he scored that, that might have been on par with Chase Lefebvre's shot earlier.
Well,
Maybe not, didn't dangle around somebody, but wow, he didn't have much of an angle there.
No, that shot was beautiful right off the iron. He was channeling his inner Lefebvre on that one. He beat Humphreys cleanly, couldn't beat the post, but what a shot otherwise. The release on that was phenomenal. It's like a slingshot off and on and off the stick in a split second.
Something we didn't see much out of Partridge last season. Face off one, Marintet, his shot got blocked. That was off the leg of Mike Levin, and out to center it comes. Again, we apologize for the camera being a little dodgy right now. We're doing our best. As Cade Taylor gets knocked down and he's in some discomfort. He'll go off the ice, favoring his left leg. Here comes IceDogs, shot right on, knocked down, blown dead.
Almost a Nashville Predators in the playoff Stanley Cup final game 6 situation right there. As the play was dead as the puck was sitting in the crease. Don't know what it's exactly for, but the faceoff's going to come back into the Pete zone.
The IceDogs would be very upset if they had scored there and it would have got called back. Call, it might have been offside, maybe.
I mean, if it was offside, I would have thought they would have blown the whistle a bit sooner. Maybe there's a penalty on the play.
Possibly. Nothing.
They're making their way down to the IceDogs.
Yeah, the IceDogs may have a penalty here. I'll have to see what the call is.
Bunch of confusion. That's what we've got right now. Everyone's skating on opposite sides of the ice. The refs are talking this one through, and it looks like they're going to bring it back into the Pete zone.
Still nothing up on the scoreboard, penalty-wise. The Petes continue to lead this one at a score of 3-1. It was almost 4-1 with Brody Partridge, and then almost 3-2 just moments ago.
Just a ghost whistle, I guess. No explanation on that one.
Yeah, I haven't.
The Petes are going to have to defend here.
Face-off won by the Petes. Gowan in the corner with Rubrek. Rubrek gets it off him, comes back to the point to Scott. Scott, his shot knocked down in front, never reached, but another chance for Niagara. Puck spurts into the corner. Fitzgerald collects around back, finds the wrong stick. That was Rubrek. They'll play it forward. Through center come the Petes. It's Nico Addy. Addy's got Young, his shot. Nice save there by the glove of Humphreys. Another stoppage of play. And Scott and Fitzgerald are not happy with each other over in the corner.
It's not just that. Look who's in the middle of the mix once again. It's Zata. He seems to be a bit of an irritator when it comes to being on the ice. We saw at the end of the end of the first period him and Haley get into it. Now he looks to be getting into it with the rest of the Pete's team. But I just want to go back a few seconds before that play came down the ice. Zachary Bowen, something that's really impressed me throughout this game is the tracking of the puck. Once that shot's released, he's able to find it if it hits bodies in front, if it hits him, and the rebound drops to the floor. Very impressive for so early on in the season.
Face off to the right of Humphrey's net. Again, sorry for the camera cutting in and out. Not really sure why that's happening. Face off won by the IceDogs. Only at this end of the ice, too, that the camera's cutting in and out. Once we go to the other side, it's generally speaking okay. The Pete's got it now at neutral ice. They'll elect to dump it in. Comes to the near side. And the IceDogs got it out. Young racing back. Trying to cut off his man. He's able to. Huge hit. Blake Gowan knocks Ray right onto his back, and the Petes have a 3-on-2 across the blue line. Addy, his shot stopped by Humphreys, knocked up into the air. Puck comes down at the face-off dot. Battling for it. Fitzgerald comes up with it. His shot hits Addy. Rebound is there. Gets knocked to the near wall into the corner. Around back it goes. Fitzgerald tried to lay a hit. That was on Nick Frasca. And now the IceDogs are out. Chance for the IceDogs here. Good stick by Matejchuk. Another huge hit against the wall, and I think we're going to have a penalty for that one. That was a big hit. That was laid by William Haley, maybe a little bit late. No, I think a holding call.
After Haley got hit, he dragged the other guy down with him, and so they're going to be calling a holding call on this one. But physicality ramping up in the second period. In the first, we saw a few hits. But in that last minute sequence, we saw Gowan lay his man out, and pretty sure the IceDogs player was complaining for a penalty, but it was a clean hit, and he launched him, didn't he?
One thing to notice, it's all the young guys. It's Gowan, It's Haley. It's Fitzgerald laying the body. All first-year guys as the Ice Dogs now have a power play for the next 2 minutes. It comes to Wasselin on the near side. Wasselin drops to the point. Back to Wasselin. Cross seam pass. Find his man. Shot right out. Stopped by Bowen. Into the corner. It goes Partridge with it. He'll try to get it down the ice. It comes out. And the refs do have a delayed offside. The Petes will reconnect and fire it down the ice.
Yeah, that's a reason why Brady Wasselin was drafted 2nd overall in this past draft. What a pass. Threads it through 4 bodies in the middle of the ice.
He found his man, but his man couldn't find the back of the net thanks to Bowen. Paris across the blue line. He holds around back. It comes, finds Rubrick. Drops to the point man. That was Cesada, and the Petes are going to fire it all the way down the ice. 1:10 to go in the Niagara power play. Picked up behind his own net. Chanowski. He has it across the blue line. Lost it for a second. Plays it forward. Rubrick, the ref goes down hard. Seems to be all right. He's heading back. He's getting back up. Chanowski with it again through neutral ice. His shot, easy pad saved by Bowen. Matejchuk with it. He tried to find the boards and scoop it out, just couldn't. It's held in by the Ice Dogs at the point. Here's a chance. Near side shot, just high and wide. That came off the stick of Mike Levin. Another point shot, another save by Bowen. Puck still in the slot, gets knocked into the corner. The Petes are able to negate some pressure for the time being. Still battling away in the corner. 3 Ice Dogs and 3 Petes. Comes to the blue line, not quite out. Good hold by Chanowski. To the near side it comes. Picked up by Levin. Down low. Find his man, cross team pass. They missed just wide and a stoppage of play.
Too powerful with that kick out on that one from Bowen, eh? Knocks the net right off, but you gotta give credit where credit's due. When the Ice Dogs get that puck cycling, they're able to get it through the scene. And, I mean, just unable to capitalize on 2 or 3 golden chances on that play. The Petes struggling to stop those passes coming across the ice.
On that occasion, it was Asadorian who just missed the net, and I mean barely missed the net. Cesada and Asadorian both had a chance to make this a 1-goal game and barely missed. The Petes win the draw. They'll fire it right down the ice as that one ends up going up and out of play.
And that's the 2nd time this period where the Ice Dogs missed an open cage. This game should have been 3-3 by now, but the Ice Dogs
100%.
unable to finish their dinner, and it stays at 3-1.
4 seconds to go on the Petes power, or pardon me, on the Ice Dogs power play. Gallianov, Virgilio, Asadorian, Rubrick out there for the Ice Dogs, along with Vermeulen, who's going to go for a change. Levin's now out there. Vermeulen's not going for a change, just wanted to go to a bench. Marin Tet's coming off the ice for the Petes. So was Joe Kadoran. No, we haven't seen. Carson Cameron. Didn't realize he wasn't in the lineup tonight.
No, and another
That's
big
a big
loss
name.
would be for the Ice Dogs on the other side. Kevin He, who's one of 2 NHL draft picks from this game, both on the Ice Dogs. 31 goals, 22 assists. He's not in this game either, which is going to be a big boost to this Ice Dogs offense.
Neither is Ryder McIntyre for the Petes. Neither is Quentin Page. So a lot of guys who would usually be in the lineup. Here's Levin with a chance and just scores! Mike Levin from the slot. It was only a matter of time. The Ice Dogs kept knocking, and finally they punched through the door. It's 3-2.
Indeed, they knocked. The door was shut with a pretty good lock until there that finally cracked open. And Mike Levin, 18 goals last season from Israel. Not a country you would think would play much hockey, but good on him to be able to find that loose puck in the middle of the ice. And for the Peach, got to close down a bit quicker than that. He had all the time and space to be able to collect it and shoot it, picking his spot right over the shoulder of Mike Bowen. Or Zachary Bowen, sorry about that.
I didn't even notice the Petes actually took another penalty.
So it was a 5-on-3. That's
was
why
a
there was more
5-on-3.
space to work with. Right
It
in
looks-
the slot as well. The most dangerous position on the ice.
Yeah, they didn't quite kill. There's only a couple seconds left on the original penalty before that power play goal, so it's still going to be a 5-on-4. The Petes continue to lead this one at a score of 3-2, but the Ice Dogs have had one heck of a period. And like we said, the first period was 50-50. This one hasn't been much 50-50. It's been about 80-20 in favor of Niagara.
It shows that it's a game of inches, and the Petes could have extended this lead to 4-3 with Padres shot off the post. And instead, the Ice Dogs 5 minutes later get 2 power plays and capitalize on a 5-on-3, Mike Levin. But you can't blame Bowen on that whatsoever. It's just Shooter picking his spot, beating the goalie cleanly.
So it seems like that first Pete's penalty did come to an end before Levin's goal. So we are back 5-on-5, even strength. The penalty wasn't taken off the scoreboard up to that point. It just got taken off. Lefebvre had a man in the middle. That was Levac. Couldn't hold it. Puck comes around to the far side to Haley. Haley chaps it down low. Chance for the Petes to answer. They need a good rebound shift here. Levac gets bumped behind the net. Taylor's centering pass. Comes out to Ula. Him and Haley can't decide who wants it. Finds Levac. Centering pass. Taylor stopped. Rebound by Taylor. Knocked down in the slot. Lefebvre chips at it looking for a hat trick. It goes over the net into the corner.
If you want some game time this year, Matthew Humphreys, what a save.
Another chance the other way for Niagara. That shot went high and wide and hit the netting. The referees will blow it dead. 11:28 remaining in our middle frame.
Well, like we talked right there, the pipeline for the Ice Dogs, 3 guys, Flores, Robertson, and Humphreys. Humphreys right there, able to rob he was able to rob Taylor in the slot, the same spot that Levin scored from the other side of the ice. It's just Humphreys getting the better of him there.
And it looks like we're going to have a TV timeout, folks. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. Folks, welcome back inside the Jack Burger Sports Complex. 11:28 to play in our middle period. The Petes continue to lead this one at a score of 3-2, but the Ice Dogs have had quite the rebound period.
Oh, the Petes had a chance to double the lead just a few seconds ago as Matthew Humphreys is able to kick off with that left skate, push across, and rob Caden Taylor of what looked to be a for sure goal, but he gets the pad on it.
Face off one here by the Ice Dogs. They're reeling here a little bit, trying to cycle. Centering pass. Where's the puck? Saved by Bowen. Where is it? The refs blow it down, and Bowen's got it somewhere. Do the Ice Dogs think they've scored? No, they don't. The puck is sitting in the crease. That was a close call.
Bowen doing a good job of keeping his skate strong to the post right there. He's got to keep it anchored, or else that puck would have got pushed in easily by the Ice Dogs. Keeps it out. Strong play from Bowen there.
Face off once again to the right of Bowen. And once again, the Ice Dogs with it. Janowski's got it. His shot went around wide of the net. Another chance for the Ice Dogs. They still have control. Centering pass got knocked in behind the net. Pete's play it around to the near side, but it's knocked down by Drahoon. Out to center it comes. Here's a chance for Aiden Young. Aiden Young, his shot stopped. Rebound. Man in the slot. They couldn't get it to him. The Ice Dogs knock it to the far side boards. Dangerous chance for the Petes to get their 4th goal of the game. Back the other way, it's Rubrick. Rubrick breaks in around the net, try to wrap around. Bowen gets the left pad over. A nice stoppage of play, 10:40 to go.
That's the guy they're probably going to build their offense around for this season, Ryan Rubrick. Projected to be a high pick, I think, in the 2026 NHL draft class. And the Ice Dogs are very, very fortunate to have a guy like this. And we saw there, he's not afraid to bring the puck in behind the net and try a wraparound. We see that be effective if you're able to get a bit more speed on it in the NHL level. So
we saw that a lot in training camp too. The Petes were trying that. Page actually had a goal, and Fitzgerald tried it as well on the wraparound. We saw that quite a bit. I believe it was day 2, not day 1. What a play by Leak. Kadoran not offside. Leak to Kadoran. Stopped by Humphreys. Kadoran couldn't get the stick on it to lift the puck. Fired down by the Ice Dogs. They needed to relieve the pressure, and they do. Played around to the far side. Valeris is there with a little push for Macedorian.
Peak hockey right here.
5-man scrum in the corner. Puck pops out to Faulkner. And now it's Kadoran. Kadoran cross-seam pass, couldn't find Leak, but it's picked up by Faulkner. Faulkner with a very impressive camp. He gets around his man. Faulkner centering pass, hits off the pad, comes into the middle, but Asadorian's there to pick it up. Leak digging at it with Faulkner. Puck once again finds Asadorian on the near side corner. And out come the Ice Dogs. Picked up by Wasselin. He's got Levin with him. Found Levin, but Levin lost control of it. He'll look to dump it in. Haley around back the net, chips it around far side to Levac. Levac with it. He has Lefebvre in the middle, chips it off the boards, and Lefebvre will pick it up. Through center he comes. Lefebvre around a couple men. He's got Kadoran in front, just whiffed on the centering pass.
Looking for that elusive third goal right there. Dash of speed down the right side. I mean, now Humphreys has to be on his toes every single time Lefebvre has the puck because he knows he's able to rip it from anywhere.
Vermeulen had it. He tries to chip it in. Haley knocks it down. He chips it back to center. It was in the feet of Lefebvre and picked up by Gallianov. Vermeulen with it. Tried to chip it to the point. Got knocked down. He gets it back. Vermeulen's shot deflected up and out of play. 8:55 to go in our middle stanza. Face-off will come to the left of Zachary Bowen. Beauchos's had one heck of a game. I wouldn't blame that second goal necessarily on him. That was just a really good power play by the Ice Dogs.
Or the first one. He's really making a statement to become one of the top 2 goalies for the Petes this season.
Petes have high hopes for Zach Bowen. Obviously, the outlook, as there's another save by Bowen, and he'll glove that down. Stoppage of play. 8 and change left to go. They're hoping or putting faith in their goalie tandem and Stuska and Bowen to be better than they were last year. We saw flashes of greatness from both of them, but there just wasn't enough consistency, along with the Pete's defense just wasn't good enough in front of them.
And now the thing is that you've got competition from Mason Johnston as well, who you've had huge hopes for going into this season. You thought that he could have made the team out of camp last year.
I did. They gave him another year, which I didn't blame them for. I thought that was a very good idea. Ice Dogs have it in behind their own net. Now we'll have to see what's going to happen with the Pete's goaltending now that Mason Johnson signed. That one hops over the stick of an Ice Dog and Leaks after it. Levac's after it. Levac with it, trying to centering pass. And a stoppage of play. It looks like we're going to have a slashing penalty as there's a broken stick in the Pete's zone.
That's just $300 laying on the ice, now snapped in two.
Now worthless.
It's got to be the worst feeling as a hockey player when you're just getting your new stick. You go to like your beer league game or something like that. First shift, snapped into two.
Yep.
At this point, got to go to Walmart to get all your sticks. You're $20 for a repair. You're good.
But as I was saying, yeah, it'll be something to watch, the Pete's goaltending situation with Mason Johnson, Liam Stuska, and Zach Bowen. Obviously, Easton Rye as well. He'll be around. Wishing him well. He got injured in training camp the other day towards one of the final games of training camp. So we're hoping he's all well. McCallum as well. He got injured in the maroon and white game, so we hope he's doing well and hope to see him soon. Fitzgerald across the blue line. Pete's power play. Centering pass for Taylor. Never reached him. The Ice Dogs have it out to center, but Aiden Young's back to collect. Minute and a half to go for the Petes.
Seems like every single time the Peterborough Petes are trying to enter the zone, the Ice Dogs are just allowing it. They're sitting back, giving the Petes some open ice to work with, but it's just as soon as the Petes do enter the zone, then the Ice Dogs really pounce on the puck carrier, forcing a turnover and getting it out.
Miscue between Addy and Taylor there. The puck comes down to the near corner. Fitzgerald's there to pick it up. Gets stick lifted. Trying to find Addy again. Lefebvre sitting there at the point. Wants the one-timer. Addy with it. His shot stopped by Humphreys. Stoppage of play.
And that's a shot you're going to give him all day long. I mean, you got a guy like Nico Addy who had 3 goals last year. Bring the puck back up high to the point. There's no screen in front of Humphreys. Humphreys is going to make that save 99 times out of 100. Luckily for him on that instance, wasn't the one.
Yep. 99 times out of 100. The goalie's got to have that, and that one, the coach will be yelling at him if you do. Levac in the draw. He's got Matejchuk right behind him. Draw one to Faulkner. Trying to find Matejchuk, but it's poked forward by Rubrek. Maybe a 2-on-1 here for Niagara shorthanded. Rubrek with it. His shot stopped by Bowen. Not a guy you want to give an odd man rush to.
He's a special talent to watch. Him and Fitzgerald, I mean, for the next few years, is going to be an exciting matchup every single time these two teams play.
Haley's got it in his own end, finds Matejchuk, 35 seconds left on the Pete's power play. Matejchuk almost lost it. He tried to chip it forward. He's turned it over to Levin and elects to just dump it back in. 26 seconds to go. This power play not as effective as the last for Peterborough.
They've had a few chances, but nothing too dangerous to test Humphreys enough to score.
Fedorin dumps it in. He takes a bump. Pete's are in, and now they're going to be back out as the Ice Dogs are able to clear it down the ice. Bowen comes out to play it. He finds Matejchuk, almost turns it over. Does turn it over. Shot right on Bowen. Easy save, and the Niagara penalty is ended. 6:25 remaining in period number 2. Lefebvre has it through center. Chase Lefebvre looking for the hat trick. Lefebvre shot right on, knocked down. Pucks in front, they score. No goal is the call. As Lefebvre going hard to the net knocked Humphreys over. Humphreys is down. Seems to be okay getting back up. Humphreys had it in his glove, but when Lefebvre charged the net and took the bump, Faulkner was able to knock it into the net, but the refs are calling it off. We will remain a 3-2 hockey game.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to score and get called back, but that one for sure, you can't let that one sit and count on the board. But you can tell the goal's getting to Lefebvre's feet, him driving through the crease with the puck, trying to go over the right shoulder of Humphreys. I mean, not many players have the courage to do something like that. Unfortunate for him, he goes right through Humphreys, takes him down along with the helmet. Rebound sitting there, and right then and there, you've got to blow the whistle once there's a bit of contact like that with the goalie. And now it looks like the Ice Dogs are going to get rewarded with the power play.
Goaltender interference most likely will be the call, and yes, it looks like that's what it's going to be. 2 minutes up on the clock against Chase Lefebvre. Those goals have definitely gone to his feet. 17 goals for him last year, looking to build upon that in year number 3 for Chase Lefebvre.
And if you're Lefebvre and you have the chance to do that again, do it. Because it almost worked in his favor the first time. Just maybe slow down a little bit and try not to run into Humphreys next time.
In the regular season, that may have been reviewed, as there's a chance for the Ice Dogs. Easy save there for Bowen. That may have been reviewed. It may have been deemed that the defender pushed him into the goalie. That one seemed pretty obvious that he just kind of crashed the goalie and took him out. But you never know. In the regular season, that's why they say go hard to the net. You never know what could happen.
That's a good thing to see Humphreys get back to his feet so soon.
Absolutely. He seems to be okay. Ice Dogs power play shot on. Easy save from the point. That shot coming off the stick of Matthew Virgilio. Getting better at that name.
Hey, you know what, we're getting there. It's first game of the preseason. Not just for them, but for us as well. I mean, we got to take some rust off our boots. Good save by Bowen, though, once again, as he's able to look around the traffic and put it right into the webbing of his glove.
This is game 1 of preseason for you. This is game 14 of the past week for me.
Oh, well, it makes the one of us.
You didn't have to deal with the name Laudersick.
No. Well, it's all you, bud.
Yep. Let me tell you, Matejchuk is difficult enough, and we'll deal with that throughout the course of preseason. That puck fired all the way down. The Petes have killed the first 33 seconds of this power play. Ice Dogs got it. They'll recoup back in their own end. Off the stick of Virgilio. Through center, Virgilio tried to find a pass. He got knocked down. And there'll be a stoppage of play. Offside, I believe, is the call. 5:33 remaining.
That's some rough stuff after the whistle right there as well. Haven't seen much of that in the past 10 minutes. But, I mean, as we say, as the game trickles down to 0, it seems to get more intense. And so I'm going to guess both teams are going to try to finish their checks a bit more. I mean, a lot of these guys won't be making the first team for the first game of the season. They won't make it on opening night. They're here to impress. They're not here to make friends. So
that's right. And although these two, I wouldn't call them rivals or anything like that, these two teams don't like each other very much. Paris hasn't been behind the net. Finds a man at the point. And couldn't hold it in. Here's maybe a chance for the Petes. Kadorin has Partridge in front of the net. Poked by Kadorin, but it's just a little bit in front of him. Had Brody Partridge in all alone in the slot. Picked up by Chernowski. Again, sorry for the camera. Unfortunately, the cord we have here isn't very good. Partridge is able to pick up that pass, but loses his stick. He takes a bump. He was wondering how he was going to shoot. He thought about kicking it. Obviously, you can't do that.
Well, I mean, the Euros were this past summer, not now.
Here comes the Pete's once again. Short-handed. Faulkner, Kadoran. Faulkner, Kadoran scores! Short-handed. Joe Kadoran off the stick of Brendan Faulkner. It's 4-2 Peterborough.
You know, when you got a stick in front of the net with the puck on it, magic can happen. That's exactly what happens on that play just a few seconds ago. Padre left alone, but didn't have a stick.
Didn't have a stick.
Sorry. He didn't have a stick.
Nope.
So on the next play, a 2-on-1, Joseph Kadorian, who has a stick in his hand, is able to get the puck and put it right in between the arm and the pad of Humphreys. Had 1 goal last season, Kadorian. You'll look to build upon that.
The former Toronto Marlboro was signed out of camp last year, and there was a lot of hope for him. Didn't have the greatest year to his standards, only a goal and an assist, and he played the whole season. Already a goal here in game 1 of preseason. The Ice Dogs now, they still have the power play shot there. Nice glove save. Zach Bowen, again, mid-season form out of number 31.
I mean, that glove's working overtime today. How many times have you said, Bowen with the save, Bowen with the save, glove save, Bowen with this, Bowen with that. Once again, his glove is just in perfect positioning, covering that top half of the net. It's going to be difficult to beat him from there.
Face-off won by the Ice Dogs. 11 seconds to go on their power play. That point shot misses high and wide. Bowen may have got a piece of it. Stoppage of play with 9 seconds to go in the power play.
Well, I mean, the Ice Dogs, yeah, like you said, have 9 seconds to go on this power play. We know once they win this face-off what they can do when they get the cycle going. So if Asadorian's able to win it back here, don't be surprised if they get a good chance right away.
Asadorian in the draw against Levac. Levin's out there. He has a goal tonight. The other goal scorer for Niagara was Asadorian. Puck played to the near side. There's Levin. Levin, cross seam pass. Point shot saved by Bowen. Out to the blue line it comes. The Pete's penalty is over. And now another chance for the Pete's on the wing. Levin finds Taylor, scores. That was Levac finding Taylor in front. Another 2-on-1 converted for the Pete's. It's 5-2.
One of the best acquisitions last year from the Peterborough Pete's is they continue to sell a lot of their veterans. They're getting younger guys in. One of those younger guys, Caden Taylor, scored 12 goals for the Peterborough Pete's last year. He'll look to have a bigger impact offensively. I mean, no chance for Humphreys right there as Caden Taylor collects the puck in the middle, goes to the backhand. Humphreys is already committed to the glove side. He can't stop his momentum and get back across. Great goal from Taylor and good build-up play from the Pete's.
You know, early on in the period, we thought it was all Ice Dogs. The Pete's took a penalty, and they had a better penalty kill than the Ice Dogs had power play, and they scored on it too.
It's the worst feeling ever because you're down by 1, you've got a power play, you're feeling yourself. Next thing you know, 2 goals the other way.
Here's the chance for the Ice Dogs. Pad saved by Bowen. Had to be sharp on that one, picked up by Fitzgerald. Another odd man rush, 3-on-2 this time for the Pete's. Gets partially broken up off the stick of Frasca, held into the blue line. And stoppage of play.
Looks like Fitzgerald is going to get a penalty here for interference or tripping. One of the two.
Interference will be the call. 3:40 to go. That's something that the coaching staff is probably going to have a chat with these guys. Time to be a little bit more disciplined here. You're up by 3 goals. You were up by 2. You've extended your lead after allowing a goal early in the period. You got to stay even strength.
Well, the one thing that I think the coaching staff will be talking to their players about, especially on the Ice Dogs side of things, is getting the 5th man in the zone to be your own. How many times have we seen a 2-on-2 rush go down the Ice Dogs' way, and the 5th man into the zone is another Peterborough Pete to make it a 3-on-2? The Ice Dogs forwards aren't getting back in time to be able to take away the man advantage going their own way, and so the Petes have been able to capitalize on that, and that was the reason why they're up now by 3. And a chance was almost created on that last play as well.
Face-off coming to the right of Zach Bowen. Advantage Pete's, and they'll fire it down the ice. Jack Browdy is back to play it for the Ice Dogs. Wasselin out there with Rubrick. Cesada played forward. The Ice Dogs are through center. Rubrick's got it. Drop pass. Finds Brady Wasselin. Wasselin. Back to the point. That's Browdy. Down low. Finds Rubrick. Almost found Wasselin cross seam. Just couldn't quite keep a hold of it. Browdy shot down low. Knocked down in the slot. Cleared away. Not quite out by the Petes. Wasselin with it again. Cross seam. Pass. They score. Ryan Ruprecht on the board. The Ice Dogs answer, it's 5-3.
Hey, the Niagara IceDogs connection for the next few years. Wasselin and Rubrick showing us what we can expect for the next few years in Niagara. And that play right there, Wasselin, how many times have we said his name? He's got the puck on the right side of the ice right here, and he's able to thread it through bodies, finding the man at the back post. They weren't able to capitalize on the other 2 chances. When Rubrick's there, he's able to. And now it's a 2-goal game. It should be exciting as we've got 3 minutes left in the second period and a whole nother 20 to play.
3 and change to go here in period number 2. Now we now know what the Petes are going to have to work on going forward. It's their penalty kill.
And it's the passes through the slot is really the main problem. It's way too easy for the Ice Dogs to be able to get it through the bodies. It seems to sound like a broken record, but if the broken record is the way to a solution to a better penalty kill, then you got to continue to emphasize it. But now we've got a game on our hands, a 2-goal game. Anything can happen. We saw the Pete score in fast fashion earlier on in this period. The Ice Dogs trying to do the same now.
Face-off comes near side. Kadoran's got it. They definitely have to work on those cross-seam passes. Valeris almost got stripped. That puck almost came out to center. Or almost didn't come out to center, I should say. Picked up there, the stick of Blair Scott. Cross-seam, another chance for the Ice Dogs. Maybe to make it a 1-goal game by the time we get to the second intermission. Noski takes a shot from the point. High and wide. Another cross-seam pass. Back to the point. Janoski wants it. He's calling for it. Man taken down. And we will have another Peterborough Pete's penalty. Picked up and stopped. And holding is the call on this particular occasion.
I mean, maybe we'll see the mirror image of what happened earlier on in this period. The Ice Dogs score, and then they get a power play. The Petes were able to capitalize on the one then, going the other way. So we'll see if they can recreate this and double the lead. Or will the Ice Dogs continue the momentum from their last goal they just scored on the power play and get within 1? There's a lot of storylines that can hinge on the next 2 minutes, really.
This could be a game-changing next couple minutes. If the Ice Dogs can make it a 1-goal game, they'll have all the momentum heading into intermission. And who's to say if they don't get one early here that they can't tie the game before the second's even over? And there's the face-off won by the Ice Dogs. They've got control. Point shot. Brady takes their shot, deflected before it ever reached Bowen. Wasselin with it. Finds Cesada. Back to Wasselin. Got Brody at the point. He gets it to him. Brody tried to find Wasselin. Lefebvre broke it up, but Wasselin still picks up the puck back to Brody. Brody, his shot. Knocked down. I don't think it ever reached Bowen, and Lefebvre's got it. Gets it to the feet of Aiden Young, and he triple teamed. He's able to get it into the zone. A minute 26 remaining on the Peterborough penalty.
I think that hit Paris in front of his own man.
Stretch pass, chance for Cesada. Wanted a centering pass for Paris, wasn't able to get it to him, but now he's got it. Rubrick, back to the point, Brody. Brody, 11, cross-seam pass, Rubrick, another cross-seam pass back the other way, gets knocked down. Brody's got it again. Near side to Levin. Levin takes it for a skate, still with it, point pass. Finds Brody, but it's just out of his reach. Couldn't hold it in. 55 seconds remaining on the Ice Dogs power play. Levin with it. Brings it forward. Cross-seam pass knocked down by Matejchuk, and he'll just flip it out to center. Where Virgilio, my goodness, that's a hard one to say.
Hey,
Picks
don't
it up.
worry about it, bud.
Maritet fires it down all the way. You tried to say that 5 times fast. That puck just slid through the
You tried
crease.
to say it once.
Levac is able to knock it off his man. Has no one there for help. Virgilio, there we go. Got it that time. Through center. Was knocked down by Kadoran for a second. That was picked up by Vermeulen. There's a chance for the Ice Dogs to try to get a 1-goal game shot from the point. Missed just wide. Levin has it on the near side. Knocked down by Matejchuk. Gallianov in that mess somewhere. Picked up by Levin. Puck pops out to the slot. Virgilio's got it. Near side 11. Cross team. Another chance. Shot scores. It's a 1-goal game, folks. The Ice Dogs were down by 3. They're now just down by 1 before the period's even over. It's 5-4 with 12 to play.
Earlier on that power play, we saw Ryan Rubrick collect this cross-seam pass once again. He decided to defer, and it was intercepted by Marintet. They were able to get the puck down. But as during the zone entry, they get in, cycle it around, and once again, what opens up? The scene right to Asadorian. He won't make a mistake on that one. He's able to catch, release, and get within one with just 12 seconds to go in the first period. It's going to be an exciting third as the momentum's going the Ice Dogs' way.
That was Asadorian second of the game. Chanelski's got it. Here's a chance for Taylor in front. Had Addy elected to take a shot. Rest before the time winded down. A shot from the point by Valeris. Easy save for Humphreys. The Ice Dogs have life. Not as much as what we said earlier. We said if they get a quick goal, they may be able to tie it by the end of the period. Just where they are in their defensive zone, they're not going to be able to tie it. Unlikely. You never know. Unlikely they tie it by the end of the period.
Well, if I'm a betting man, I'm probably going to say this period's going to end 5-4, but you never know. But it's not like the Ice Dogs were given life by the Petes.
Blair's shot gets knocked down before it hits him. And shot again, saved by Humphreys, and we got a man down in the slot. That's Jack Browdy taking a shot right to the sternum right as the period ended. Drops his glove. He's in a little bit of pain. Seems to be okay. At the end of 2, the Petes hold their lead, but it's been cut to 1 after having a 3-goal advantage. Ice Dogs collect 2 near the end of the period. It's 5-4.
And it's not like the Ice Dogs were given life by the Petes. They earned it themselves. The Petes took 2 bad penalties, and given this Ice Dogs team a power play, especially with the skill that they've got now that their recent draftees are on the ice, they're able to zip it across the scene, got rewarded twice, and they look like a very, very good team when it comes to the special teams. That's going to be one of the factors going forward if the Ice Dogs want to have success in the season.
Seems like 2/3 of the Pete special team is working really well. 4-on-4 and their power play. It's their penalty kill that needs a little bit of work. Folks, don't go away. We got a 5-4 hockey game, a 1-goal game heading into period number 3. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. Folks, welcome back to the Jack Burger Sports Complex in Port Hope, Ontario. The Petes with a lead of 5-4. The lead got cut down after the first period. It was a 2-goal lead. Now after the second, it's a 1-goal lead.
And the one reason for that is the power play of the Ice Dogs were phenomenal down the stretch in that second period. The Petes got up to a 5-2 lead and then 2 bad penalties back-to-back. Ryan Rubrick able to capitalize on the first one, and then no more than 20 seconds later, the Petes going back to the penalty kill. And Alex Asadorian able to collect the cross-seam pass on and off the stick in an instant to make it 5-4. The Ice Dogs with the momentum going into this third period. We'll see if they're able to take advantage of that. As for the first time in a while, we've got 5-on-5 hockey.
The Petes trying to stay out of the penalty box as their penalty kill is what's been killing them most of this game. We're underway. Fitzgerald wins the draw. Strokehack has it for the Petes. Finds Ula. He's got Addy with him. Finds the stick of Addy. Addy forward, tried to find Fitzgerald. It was just out of his reach, and that'll go down the ice. We'll have an icing just 13 seconds into the period.
And you want to talk about one thing that really kills your momentum in a game. It's taking a penalty. And early on in that second period, Nico Addy was able to capitalize shorthanded, and you thought all was good. And the next thing you know, they take 2 more, and the Ice Dogs making them pay on both.
If the Petes stay 5-on-5, they may have a good chance to win this game. Here's Addy across the blue line. Offside is the call. Fitzgerald was just a step ahead of him.
And this line's been buzzing all night. Addy, Young, and Fitzgerald. It's probably just a kind of a showcase for what's going to happen in the regular season. These three, their chemistry, you could tell. I mean, you couldn't tell that this is their first game together professionally in the OHL. You think they'd have at least 1 or 2 years of experience together, but no, those three have been flying all game, and I've been really impressed with Fitzgerald.
100%.
Especially first year playing in the OHL, getting drafted 3rd overall. Some controversy after getting drafted, but he's here with the Petes, and he's ready to put his best foot forward.
The Peterborough native showing out through training camp and now here in preseason. He's been the talk of the town, that's for sure. And it's been impressive to watch up to this point. No icing was the call. I saw an arm up, but guess the referees disagreed. No icing is the call. The Pete's back to play it on their own end, and they're out. Caden Taylor after it, and that one will be icing, although I thought he won the race. Referee disagrees. 50 seconds in, and that, I believe, is our third icing of the period.
And just to note on the Peterborough Pete side of things, they've got a switch in between the pipes here. Mason Johnston making his first appearance for the Petes, as he wasn't signed last year out of training camp. But you were very impressed with him. You've got high hopes for this guy, thinking that he could play meaningful games for the Petes this year. Absolutely.
He's definitely the goalie for the future. I thought out of camp last year he might have been signed. He was very impressive last year in camp, but they elected to go with Liam Stuska and Zach Bowen. They didn't sign him, let him play one more year in minor. And now here he is signed with the Petes, so that raises the question with Stuska and Zach Bowen, who will get the duties. Here's a shot right on, stopped by Johnston. And in the Niagara net continues to be Matthew Humphreys for the IceDogs. Fired right on there. Levac couldn't get enough of a stick on it to steer it towards the net as it missed just wide. And that shot deflected off a stick, up and out of play. 18:33 to go in our final stanza.
Take positives from the start of the third period. The Peterborough Petes haven't taken a penalty, and it seemed like that last 10 minutes of the second period where the IceDogs really caught fire, the Petes were shorthanded for the whole amount of time. So if the Petes want success in this game, just stay 5-on-5, stay disciplined. There's no need to take a selfish penalty, whether it be interference, hooking, slashing, any of those really. Just stay out of the box and you'll be good.
They have to play a physical brand of hockey. That's the Peterborough Petes way. We saw that in their championship year. They were a very physical team. Obviously now a team that isn't full of rookies. The guys are a little bit more confident. Here's a chance. As that one-timer from Faulkner, he just fanned on us. The puck skips into the corner. Kadoran goes after it. In behind the net it goes. Partridge will be there to play it. Back behind the net with Kadoran. Kadoran. His shot, pardon me, that was Faulkner. Kadoran was in front of the net. Rebound shot right through the slot. Valeris back to play it. He finds Faulkner. Faulkner's shot short angle. Managed by Humphreys, and now Niagara's got a 2-on-1. Ray, his shot stopped by Johnston. Rebound. There is none. He'll just scoop it up with the glove. We'll have a stoppage.
That's the first shot of the game for Mason Johnston, and he looked very, very calm back there in the net. As Ray was coming down the gut, he just gets up to the blue paint, gets his feet set, which is very crucial for a goalie because you don't want to be too active, especially coming into the game cold, and he's able to swallow that one up, not give a rebound.
The bare minimum on a 2-on-1 is you got to get a shot off, but that wasn't the greatest 2-on-1. Ray never sold pass, so Johnston was just waiting for that shot the whole way. He guessed right, and it was actually a fairly easy save for it being an odd man rush. There's a shot from the point. Johnston's able to handle that one. Comes to the near wall. Fitzgerald comes up with the puck. He's got Ula on the near side. Addy wanted it, as there's a scrum in the corner. The Petes, I believe, come away with it. Yes, it's Aiden Young. Finds Addy. And it's picked up by Asadorian. He'll bank it off the glass out to center. Wasselin's there. Ula gives him a bump. Marentet's back to play for the Petes. Marentet back around to his own net. Stretch pass. Deflected into the middle. Picked up by Browdy, who finds Asadorian. And now the IceDogs got it on the near side wall. Back to Asadorian it comes. Has 2 men in front of the net. Shot right on. Johnston steers that to the far wall. Petes pick off that centering pass. And it's Young. Young's got Addy streaking to the middle. His long shot. Easy glove save by Humphreys.
A good start from Johnston. There's been a few shots from sharp angles, and as a goalie, you know if you let one of those in, it's pretty embarrassing. As you want to be able to stay strong against your post. That's what he does there. The shot goes to the far side. He's able to track it across and make the save off of the rebound.
Folks, we hope you've enjoyed the game up to this point because it's been a very exciting one. A 1-goal game in the third period. It doesn't get much better for preseason, especially when we've had 9 goals up to this point.
It's been like a roller coaster for both teams. The Petes were up, then they were down, then they were up. And we'll see if they can stay at the top of the hill.
Well, they were down, and then they were up, and then they were really up, and now here's a chance to extend their lead. Leak across the blue line. Has Lefebvre. His shot stopped by Humphreys. Lefebvre looking for the hat trick, and Humphreys says no on that occasion.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I guess shame on you again. But fool me 3 times. That won't happen as Humphreys comes up with a huge 2-on-1 save. Lefebvre driving down the middle of the ice. Stick down along the surface. And a beautiful pass from the right dot. Just Humphreys once again, agile as can be, gets across to stop that one.
That's the thing for young hockey players that they got to remember. Keep your stick on the ice. A lot of guys float around with their sticks up in the air, and they're not ready to go. Lefebvre had the stick right along the ice, was ready for that deflection, and almost got rewarded with another goal. Here's Niagara out to center. Here's another 2-on-1 for Niagara. Shot, there, scores! Paris on the short side. Niagara has tied it. It's 5-5.
The man who set the tone early on in the game with a huge hit in the first period gets rewarded with the game-time goal. Matthew Paris, 11 goals, 20 assists for 31 points with the Ice Dogs last year. You saw right there as he's able to break free from the back checker, create space, which then leads to a 2-on-1. Rubrick driving to the back post. A lot of the times you're expecting the puck to land on his stick, one of the most lethal players in the OHL. But Paris says, no, I'll take it myself. Perfectly places that low blocker on Johnston, and now we got a tie hockey game.
You know, even if Johnston was thinking for the pass there, he wouldn't have got to it. He left that right side really open, and Paris just beats him with that quick wrist shot. Not the greatest positioning out of Mason Johnston, but obviously this is the first real OHL competition he's gone up against.
Oh, 100%. I couldn't agree with you more. A little deep inside of his crease, but still a lot of work to go in this season. I mean, early on a goal like that, you'll be able to fix within 2 or 3 weeks. So if that one goes in, don't worry about it. Have a memory of a goldfish. Just focus on the next one.
Face off coming to the left of the Ice Dogs net. Levac taking the draw for the Petes. And Levac wins the draw. Faulkner with it down. Pass down low looking for Haley. Couldn't tip it home. Centering pass comes back to Faulkner. Faulkner takes it for a skate. The confidence has really grown on Faulkner as he's entering his second season in the OHL. It was picked up by Virgilio and out to center. It was turned over. Virgilio chops it back to center looking for Paris, but dumped right back in. Browdy's back with it. He almost turns it over. Kadoran hard in on him, but finally the Ice Dogs were able to get across the blue line. Here's Cesada with some space. Cesada, his shot, scores! Right through the 5-hole of Mason Johnston. The Petes can't believe it. Johnston can't believe it. And we've got a scrum on the far side. Ice Dogs lead 6-5.
Not really known for his goal-scoring abilities there. Ethan Zada, 7 goals on the season last year. He's been chippy all game, and you could tell that there's a bit of a fire built up within him. He's able to come down this near side and put it right through the 5-hole of Johnson. One more that you would expect him to have, though.
It was a bit of a knuckle puck. There was a defensive stick that made contact with the puck before it reached Johnston. There's a lot of barking back and forth between the Petes and the Ice Dogs. They may even get a penalty here. Nothing up on the scoreboard yet as the referees are talking about it. We talked about it when the Petes took that penalty when it was 5-3. We said if the Ice Dogs can get a goal on the power play, of which they did, looks like we're going to have a 4-on-4 here. Oh, referee's barking at somebody.
Taylor's going to be going to the box. He made that very vocal to him. But yeah, it's like the Petes are like a balloon right now. They were full of air. All of a sudden, with that first goal on the power play from Rubrick, a little poke. And all of a sudden, they're deflating. Then there's been no duct tape to heal that. And so right now, the Ice Dogs are just playing with a bucket full of confidence. And they're able to get 3 goals in a matter of, 15 minutes of hockey time.
Something like that. And they've gotten 4 unanswered. A reminder, folks, it was 5-2 Peterborough at one point in this one. The Ice Dogs have been able to mount a comeback. It's 6-5.
And they'll be going right back to the power play, it looks like.
Yep, Pete's back on the penalty kill. As there is a little bit of an altercation during the Ice Dogs goal celebrations.
Is it too soon to say that if the Ice Dogs score here, it's the nail in the coffin?
I don't think so, because they've just carried so much momentum. The Petes would need a power play, and they'd need a timeout to try to reset. Here's a chance for Cesada again, backhander. Wasselin tries to find Paris backdoor, takes a bump off a stick, and the puck skips back out to center ice. Chaynovsky will be back to play it. Lefebvre's there in the corner. He's got a man in front. There it is. I believe it was Aiden Youngstick trying to knock that home. Yes, it was not able. Paris has it across the blue line. Paris, his shot, he scores! Paris, 2 goals in about a minute and a bit. Ice Dogs have a 7-5 advantage. 5 unanswered goals for Niagara.
And that's the problem when you look for offense short-handed. You'll have 2 guys caught up in the Ice Dog zone. Paris has anchors of space to work with as soon as he brings that puck across the blue line. Takes advantage, cuts to the middle, and Johnston moving to his left has to try to settle his feet in time. Couldn't do so, and Paris goes right across the goal to beat him.
3 goals on 3 shots against Mason Johnston. Maybe 4 shots. He might have had a save earlier.
He saved the first one, but it's preseason. Don't read anything into it. He'll be able to give his head a shake, and I guarantee you he'll be better for next time. Game's not done though yet.
It's not over. There's still 14:35 to go. The Petes are back now, even strength obviously with that Ice Dogs power play goal. Again, it's the penalty kill. The penalty kill has been the Achilles heel for this Peterborough Petes team so far.
And the Ice Dogs found their success entering the zone and cycling it there. Now they found a different way to score, and that's being able to go on the rush, bring it in. And
here's another chance. Ray, his shot saved by Johnston. That one was going top left. He was able to get his stick on it. Another dangerous look for Niagara early in the third.
The one thing goalie's going to tell you is that his stick is a part of his equipment. He meant to do that, right? But Johnson a little fortunate with that one. It looked to just go over the blocker and hit the knob of his stick. You could hear it from up here when it made contact.
The Petes have to limit the odd man rushes, and they really got to clean up their penalty kill, as I don't think Niagara has a failed power play attempt yet. They may have one. The Petes may have killed one penalty early in this one. There hasn't been a successful penalty kill since.
Well, like you said, right? Every single power play the Ice Dogs have had has resulted in a goal but one. And that one that they didn't score on, they got scored on.
That's right.
And so it seems like a goal is going to happen every single time there's a Pete in the box.
As that shot from the point gets deflected up into the meshing and out of play, we'll have another stoppage, 14:20 to go in our final period of this game.
That was the one thing we said the Petes needed to do if they wanted to win this game, is stay out of the box, don't take penalties. And that penalty came off of a goal against. And so it was a selfish one that shouldn't have been taken.
So far, it's been live by the special teams, die by the special teams. And early on, they were living by it. So far in the third, they're dying by it. Ice Dogs with control of it now in their own end, almost turned over. Ray is through center across the blue line. Ray looks for a centering pass, shot it right on Johnson, got a shoulder on it. Johnson, you can tell, is a little shaky right now in the net. His confidence coming into this game has been probably just about destroyed, but he's got to refocus here for the Petes to try to get back into this one in the third period. That drop pass all the way down back into the Ice Dogs end. It's picked up by Virgilio. I'm getting better at that. Fired all the way down. Blake Gowan will be back to play it for the Petes. 13.5 to go in our final period of play. Kadoran's got it. Chipped forward to Partridge, just out of his reach. He'll battle away with it with Browdy. To the slot. Virgilio with it again. Gets it through center. Asadorian had it. He turned it over. Finds Kadoran on the near side wall. He'll elect to dump it in and go for a change. Leak and Young hop over the boards for the Petes. Virgilio with it. Chips it forward, trying to find Charlie Hoddles. Turned over again. Turned over. Here's a chance for Leak. He breaks in. His shot stopped. Humphreys has been sharp ever since he let up that 5th goal. Here's another chance looking for Lefebvre in the slot. It's knocked down. Gowan's able to keep it in. One-timer from Strohack. Saved by Humphreys. Comes to Levin on the near side wall. Young battling away. Puck flipped up. Finds Hoddles. Hoddles drops it to Asadorian. Back to Hoddles. Backhand shot. Knocked down by Strohack, and the Petes are out. Chipped it to the near side boards near the bench. He'd found Young, but Niagara turns it back the other way. Asadorian against Matejcek. Matejcek around. Back it comes. He finds Ula. Ula plays it forward. No, he doesn't. Rubrick's shot. Nice save. Ula's without a stick. Rubrick's got it again. Paris couldn't handle the pass. Frasca's able to dump it back down deep. Fox finds Asadorian. Asadorian looked back door. Young was able to knock down that pass. Off the glass and out. And up and out of play even. Stoppage of play. 12 minutes to go in period number 3.
A lot to digest on that last play there. The Petes get a few chances down one end, then the Ice Dogs just all of a sudden, once they get the puck, they're able to go north with speed, and the Petes just can't seem to handle the speed that the Ice Dogs are bringing to them. They seem a bit surprised that the Ice Dogs are so aggressive when they have the puck. And the thing is that the Petes are getting bodies back. It's just not as quickly as they need.
Matejchuk's got it off the draw for the Petes. He fires it all the way down the ice. Addy's going to be the first one there. No icing. Or maybe it is icing. Referee put his arm up after Humphreys covers it. And it looks like the refs are going to bring it down. That's the second time there's been an icing that I think should have been negated by the speed of the Petes. And that the referees slow dead.
If that's the case, right, you got to bring it to center ice if you're not 100% sure. On this instance, it doesn't look like it. And, I mean, now we can say, right, if the Ice Dogs score here, nail in the coffin.
Nail in the coffin, yep. Well, maybe not, though. 3-goal lead, the worst lead in hockey, and there's still a lot of time left to play. But the Petes win the draw. They don't have to worry about that quite yet. Out to center comes. No, it's not. Here's another chance for the Ice Dogs trying to knock it down in the slot. But Matejchuk has it for the Petes. Finds Addy. Addy will dump it in off the back wall. Chance for Matejchuk. A shot stopped by Humphreys. Faulkner's now got it. Centering pass. Couldn't hit his man in front. And now it's a 4-on-2 the other way for the Ice Dogs. Cutting across the blue line. It's Paris. His shot stopped by Johnson. Into the near corner it comes. Gets knocked down. Centering pass finds Paris. To Virgilio. Crossy pass, one-timer stopped by Johnston. And that's what they've been needing him to do the whole period.
Hey, he's got his feet back under him. Johnson tracking the puck well as it goes across to the far side. The one-timer he absorbs. But I want to look back to the other side as the Petes are rushing up the ice. Once again, Matejchuk joins the rush, the defenseman becoming an extra body when going up the ice. We saw that in the first period when Shohak scored. Maybe that's what the Petes need to do a bit more. Get the defenseman involved in the rush.
Face-off, advantage, Ice Dogs. Comes back to the point. Was held in there by DeWatcher. He'll try to chip it down low. Kadoran's got it. And there's a 2-on-2 the other way. Levac and Partridge for the Petes. Levac gets steered to the outside. Finds Partridge down low. Partridge with a centering pass. Scott's got it. And he'll flip it out to center. William Haley back for the Petes to recollect. As our camera is frozen. We'll be right back. We'll have to try to fix this. There we go. We got our feedback. Sorry about that.
No goals to discuss on that play. A few physical hits. That's about it.
10-12 remaining on our final period of play. Ice Dogs lead 7-5. And it looks like we got a high stick call. And it looks like it's going to be a Peterborough power play. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to we'll keep an eye on the scoreboard over here. And it's a 4. A double minor for the Ice Dogs. A 4-minute power play for Peterborough, and this is their chance to try to get back in the game.
You know, you don't usually see 8-7 games go on nowadays, but today the Petes would welcome a game that finishes with that scoreline.
Two teams that hope to be very high scoring. Face-off, advantage, Niagara, and there's a penalty coming to the Petes right off the draw. Rubrick draws the penalty. It's Aiden Young heading to the box. The Petes are going to get a power play after the penalty for a minute and 56. But that's a bad penalty for the Petes to take on this.
You got to feel for Young, right? You get a 4-minute power play, a chance to get back even in the game. And not even 10 seconds in, you take a penalty yourself to bring this back to 4-on-4. But we did see earlier, the Petes did score 4-on-4, so they'll look to do that again. And when they did score that goal 4-on-4, what do? They brought the defenseman in the rush. He became the extra man in the zone. We'll see if they do that here.
Face-off advantage, Niagara. As they get it in down low. Rubrick centering past it. The man in front never reached him. Ula was there. Intended target was Chanowski, pardon me. And now the Petes are out. Fitzgerald in a 3-on-2. He's got Matejchuk and Lefebvre. Matejchuk with his low shot stopped by Humphreys. Lefebvre's got it once again, trying to keep it in. He does, but he turns it over to Wasselin. Wasselin steps around Lefebvre. Here comes Brady Wasselin, inside, outside. Doesn't beat Gensula. The puck comes around to Matejchuk on the near side wall. Matejchuk finds Fitzgerald. Across the blue line, no it's not. He lost it, handle, he'll fire it in. Knocked down by Lefebvre, but it's offside. 9:24 remaining in period number 3.
You know, Wasselin looks to be a handful to deal with out there, eh? Quick hands, shifty winger who's able to create pretty much a scoring chance out of nothing, it looks like, as he enters the zone with the puck. And it doesn't even look like he's going at a fast speed, but he's able to accelerate really quickly and get a chance out of it.
Face off right neutral ice. Faulkner beats Asadorian. 1:14 on the Petes penalty. And then the Petes will get a power play for 1:56. Addy chips it through center. He takes a bit of a bump. That was from Jack Browdy. And speaking of Browdy, he's got the puck. Stretch pass forward. Another 2-on-1 for the Ice Dogs. He's got Asadorian streaking to the net. He gets taken down. No penalty forthcoming. Faulkner loses his edge behind the net. Lucky Asadorian didn't see it right away. Faulkner drop pass, has Gowan. Gowan now drops it. It's Strohak. Across the blue line, drops for Faulkner. Faulkner to Strohak. Centering pass, Addy scores! Nico Addy gets the Petes back within one. It's 7-6. And the power play hasn't even begun again.
Once again, 4-on-4 is the Petes' bread and butter here. Scoring 2 and giving up nothing. Nico Addy on and off his stick is able to beat Humphreys, who didn't have much to deal with this period. It kind of seems like his feet are a little cold over there. First shot in a while, beats him blocker side. And now we've got a 1-goal game. 7-6. How many times do you see that?
Not very much.
And there's still 10 minutes, about 8 minutes and 41 seconds to go.
You don't see this scoreline very much,
It
folks.
is peak preseason hockey.
And it's game on.
Oh, yeah.
The Petes
Both
are going to
teams
get a
won
power
it.
play in 25 seconds. Like we said, the Petes so far live by the special teams, abide by the special teams, and the special teams just answered after giving up a couple. The Ice Dogs got it again. Turned over. Here's Partridge out to center. Trying to beat Scott. Can't, and Paris is back to get it. Penalty for the Petes ends in 2 seconds. They will be on the power play.
Well, the key for the Petes right now is who's in between your pipes. Mark Johnston. Mason Johnston. You need him to really lock in. He can't give up another one. That's going to be the key for the next 8 minutes.
Levac elects to dump it in. He's got Aiden Young with him. Chanowski's in the corner. Aiden Young picks it up, tries a point pass, hits off a man. Aiden Young still with it, finds Kadoran. Kadoran trying to keep it in and is unable to, and the Ice Dogs are out. Gallianov across the blue line. His shot stopped there by Johnston. It finds Fitzgerald on the near side. The Petes got to get going. They've turned it over, and there's a stoppage of play. I didn't see where it was. It was somewhere near the bench. 7:30 to go in our final period. What a hockey game.
Minute 18 still to go on this power play. I mean, we're talking about the Ice Dogs. If they get that 8th, it's pretty much game over, but the Petes get fortunate with a 2 or 4 minute power play. It looked almost dead as soon as they took one themselves, but maybe playing 4-on-4 might be playing better than 5-on-4 with the way things are going.
1:05 remaining here on the Peterborough power play. Lefebvre brings it through center, tries to get around his man and can't. Niagara turns him back the other way. It's Brendan Faulkner back to play it.
And that's the guy you want with the puck on his stick, Lefebvre. The way he's dancing right now on the ice, I think if there's going to be an equalizer, he's got to be part of the build-up.
Addy elects to dump it in. Fired around to the near side wall. It's going to be held in by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald down low finds Addy. Addy has it checked off his stick. Down low it goes. The Ice Dogs, are they able to clear? Yes, they are. 26 seconds remaining on the Peterborough power play. They're across. Chance for Addy. Poked on net. Stopped. Rebounds there. Humphreys covers. 22 to go on the power play. 6:34 to go in the game.
Kole's got him dancing too as he drives down the middle of the ice, gets a stick on it. It didn't look like he got the contact he wanted though, as it was a bit, the pass looked to be an inch or two in the air. The pass could have been a bit better, but Nico Addy doing the best with what he's got, gets it on target. Now they got another chance in the offensive zone.
Lefebvre in the draw for Peterborough, Acidorian for Niagara. Coming to the right of Humphreys. Face-off advantage, Niagara. Frasca's got it. He'll fire it near side. Couldn't be held in by Faulkner, and that might just kill off the remainder of the Pete's power play. The Pete's got to get a move on here. 7 seconds ago, it's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with it, drops it to Addy. Addy has Young. Young shoots, stopped by Humphreys, rebounds. There they score! Chase Lefebvre has the hat trick. It's all tied up at 7. What a flippin' hockey game, and we have hats being thrown on the ice. Unbelievable.
7-7, man. 7-7, and Lefebvre, who else?
Number 7 ties it up 7-7 with a hat trick.
Number 7 ties it for 7-7. But who else other than Chase Lefebvre, who looked to be around it all game in the first period? He scored 2 goals, 1 deflection, 1 beautiful shot, which probably is the goal of the game so far. And just how all things come full circle, he's able to tie it at 7.
You said it earlier. If anyone's going to tie it, it's going to be Chase Lefebvre.
He's got to be part of the build-up, and he was the final piece to the puzzle on that one.
Can the Petes get one more before the end of regulation? Man gets taken down, and it's going to be a Pete's power play once again.
Lefebvre 4?
Could you imagine?
Could we see maybe double digits scored in this game? Because now what bit the Petes in the second is biting the IceDogs.
In the third.
So right now, if you're the IceDogs, stay out of the box. It was the same script for the Petes. And we saw what happened. The IceDogs were able to come back from a 4 or 3 goal deficit. Now the Petes are pretty much doing the same, pulling the Uno reverse card, and now they've got the momentum with 5:50 to go in the third.
Preseason, isn't it so fun?
Oh, you gotta love it, man. Sloppy hockey at its finest.
Fitzgerald in the draw for Peterborough. Mason Ray for the IceDogs. Ray wins the draw, and that'll kill the first couple seconds of the power play, and they can't get it out. Faulkner holds it into the blue line. Addy fires it around. Fitzgerald has to get over, and he does. Fitzgerald's got Young with him. He chips it. Young knocks it down. He's got to keep it. He does. Aiden Young, his shot deflected up and out of play. That one hit some of the roof supports here at the top of the building. 1:42 to go on the Peterborough power play. 5:33 to play in our third period.
You've got to think, what is going on in Matthew Humphreys' head? This is your first OHL action, preseason, regular season, and you've given up 7 goals, but he hasn't played bad. That's the thing. You can barely fault him for any of the 7 goals that has gone in, and that's rare to say when you've given up so many.
Face-off won by the Petes. It gets poked through the legs of Faulkner, but they hold it into the blue line. Fired down low to Addy. Addy finds Fitzgerald on the far wall. Back to Aiden Young at the point. Young, near side to Faulkner. Back to Young. Young, shot on, just wide. Faulkner reclaims the puck on the near side wall. Faulkner looking for a pass, elects to chip it back down low, has Lefebvre. Lefebvre has a hat trick in this game. Cross-team pass gets a stick in the way, and Acidorian's out. He'll elect to just dump it in. 1:10 left on this Peterborough power play. Young's got it back in behind his own net. He stops up, he goes down. Acidorian trying to take advantage, but Fitzgerald's there in support. Fitzgerald's got it. Across the blue line he comes. Fitzgerald through center ice. Is able to get around his man. Around back the net, he's looking for a centering pass. Hasn't found one yet. Has Lefebvre at the point. Lefebvre's able to hold it in. He gets around his man, gets taken down. No penalty forthcoming. And the IceDogs are out at center. 2-on-1. Here's a chance for the IceDogs to reclaim the lead. Pass to Cesata was just out of his reach.
That looked close to being offside right there. In the regular season, that might have been reviewed, but that was very close.
Lefebvre takes a bump behind the net by Cesata, and Matejchuk comes away with it. 30 seconds left on this Peterborough power play. Levac has it. Levac has Haley streaking towards the net. Tried to hit him. It was just in front of him. Couldn't reach it. Levac's got it. He's got Partridge in front. One-timer chipped away. Battle at the side of the net. Centering pass picked up by an Ice Dog, knocked down to the point by Matejchuk. Near side it goes. Centering pass, here's a chance. Haley shot stopped by Humphreys. Oh my goodness.
So what do you say after a play like that? Nico Addy open right in the slot. He's ready for that one-timer. The pass does land flat on the ice. But Humphreys, when called upon, is there to possibly make the save of the game saver. If the Ice Dogs come back to win this one, remember that play.
The Petes have 3 seconds remaining on their power play. Partridge out there with Levac, Kadorin, Matejchuk, and Strohak. No longer a power play line, just a 5-on-5 line. Puck skips to the Ice Dogs and out, and Matejchuk will get back to play it. Matejchuk with it. Tries to chip it forward, hops over the stick of Wasselin. That'll negate the icing. Chanowski's back to play it, tries to find Wasselin. Levac almost cut that off, but Asadoran's got out to center. He turns it over. Strohak with it now. He plays it back to Martin Matejchuk. Forward it comes. Kadorin will just chip it in. Levac's hard after it. He's chasing hard after Nick Frasca. Plays it to the near wall to Wasselin. Strohak almost turned it, or almost took it away from Wasselin. Fired down the ice. No icing. Matejchuk, 11 hard on him. Finds Kadorin on the far wall. Kadorin. Little help from Partridge. Ships it behind the neck. Levin's there. Tried a centering pass, but just chipped around to the near side. Ice Dogs with control. There's a shot deflected by Wasselin. Missed wide. Back to the point it goes. Hops over the stick of Frasca. And they're out to center. Sorry for the camera. It has not come back yet. Oh, there he goes. We finally got it back. And that play will be just offside. We hope the camera doesn't do that in the final couple of minutes.
Yeah, camera's been a bit of an issue all game, but I mean, thank goodness it didn't cut out during the good parts, eh? All 14 goals, I'm pretty sure, were caught on camera, so we're good there, but man, this game's been back and forth and back and forth. At this point, it's a box of chocolates. It's a bag of surprises. You don't know what you're going to get for the final 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
And is it ever exciting? I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. It's almost gone. I'm having to yell, but it's an exciting game.
You've also done like 14 hockey games in 2 days. That doesn't help.
That's
we got
true.
only one today?
Only one today. Leak knocks that puck down in the slot, chips it around to Gowan. Gowan tries to play it forward. It's just behind Lefebvre. He finds Leak. Back to Lefebvre. He's got a man streaking in front. Here's Caden Taylor. Just missed it behind him. Back the other way comes Vermeulen. Vermeulen to Gallianov. Has Ray with him. Puck in the corner. Finds Gowan. Gowan chips it to the far side. He's got Caden Taylor. And he's got Leak streaking. Taylor just holds it. Finds Colin Fitzgerald on the change. Fitzgerald across the blue line. His shot just high and wide. That had to kind of surprise Humphreys. Here comes Ray through center. Ray fakes a shot. Young gets it off of him. Strohak's there in support. He'll pick it up. Strohak to the far side. Played forward. That's Haley. He'll dump it in. Trying to find Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets around Rubrick. His shot centering pass. Far side wall. Now Haley. Another shot deflected for whatever reached the net. Aiden Young with it. Steers it towards the net, but just didn't get a very good shot off. Humphreys will cover up. Minute 33 to play.
You know, Alexander the Great had Athens, right? Aiden Young has the slot in this game. He's been all over that play since the drop of the puck. He got rewarded earlier on in the game as well with a goal there, but man, he's been buzzing every single time the Petes are cycling it around. That's his spot. He's able to get open and create separation with the defender. They just can't find him. They just can't find him.
And he almost had the goal to bust this game wide open. Petes win the draw. They chip it around near side to Strohak. Strohak looked for a centering pass, got knocked down before it got there. Young got knocked down. Chanowski. And the Ice Dogs are through center. Cesada's going to be the first one there to negate the icing. He's got Rubrick. He tried to find Rubrick, knocked down by Young. Young drops it for Strohak. He'll play it forward, and the Petes are through center. Tried to dump it in. Aiden Young falls down, trying to chip it into the zone. And the Pete's got it. It's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald flying down the left wing side. He's got Aiden Young. Tried to find Young. Puck hit his skate. Young with it again. 3 Ice Dogs battling Young. They flip it into their own bench. 41.6 to go I don't know if my heart can handle overtime.
Well, I mean,
if
it's
we
gonna,
get
it's
there.
gonna have to.
If we get there.
If you might have to, but like it's this line again with Fitzgerald, Addy, and Young. Them showing that they're gonna play with each other and play big minutes for the Petes this season. Connecting in the neutral zone like that to be able to enter the offensive zone seamlessly.
Asadorian beats Levac in the draw, and the IceDogs are able to fire it out of their own end. About half a minute to play. Against Ula has it. Tries to chip it forward. Almost turns it over. Now he does. Wasselin has it. And no off. I thought we had a penalty, but it's just a delayed offside. Lefebvre's got it. 20 seconds to go. The man with the hat trick flying through center. Lefebvre gets through. Chips it into the corner. Back to play it is Virgilio. Levac's got it in the corner. Chips it around back. Lefebvre tried to find Faulkner. He does. Faulkner's entering. Pass deflected by Lefebvre just wide. Knocked down into the corner it goes. Wasselin tries to get it out, and he does. Fires it all the way down the ice, and that is going to do it.
How's your heart?
It's
got to take
beat.
overtime now, man.
It's beat.
You know, it's kind of funny. Last year, when we did this, we did one game against the IceDogs in the Petes. It ended 2-1. And I remember after you said that, oh, it's just no goals that game. How's this?
The complete opposite.
It
From
is
3 goals,
crazy.
how about 14?
14. Like, how often do you say, oh, man, you know, I just did a game with 14 goals? But no, in the last 5 minutes of that, both teams just kind of wanted to get it over and done with, get to overtime, 3-on-3, more space. And with the way this game's going, I think it's going to favor the Peterborough Petes. If they did score 2 goals 4-on-4, and so maybe we'll see if they can do that 3-on-3 here.
Folks, we'll step aside as the teams talk over what their plans are for the overtime period. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. Here we go. It's a shootout. Caden Taylor with it across the blue line. Caden Taylor, near side, far side, he scores. Caden Taylor scores early for the Petes. I thought it was going to be an overtime, but in fact, we got a shootout.
Not so flashy as the rookie camp, but man, just as effective as he goes backhand, forehand, beating Humphreys to the blocker.
Now Asadorian for the IceDogs. Near side, cutting far side on Johnson. Asadorian stopped by Mason Johnston.
And that's what you want to see, man. You give up 3 goals on your first 4 shots. You're able to lock it down for the rest of regulation. Shootout comes. You know it's just goalie against shooter. And, man, he's able to stay with Asadorian all the way to the backhand.
The man the Petes fans want to see, it's Colin Fitzgerald trying to give the Petes a 2-0 advantage in this shootout period. Fitzgerald takes it to the far side on his forehand. Cutting back across Humphreys. Fitzgerald, he's in, he scores! Colin Fitzgerald, it's 2-0 Petes.
It's quick hands, the name of the game, as he was coming in with a lot of speed there. Humphreys backing off a little too quickly, and he just puts it onto his forehand, rips it right under the glove. They have a chance to win it here.
It's Ryan Brubrick. Has to score to extend the game. A save by Johnson. It's a Petes win. Rubrick in on Johnson. He saves it. And the game is over. The Peterborough Petes come back after they were up by 3. They went down by 2. They come back, tie the game, and Johnson wins it in a shootout.
And that's a statement save right there, because if there was any guy for the IceDogs to put in that pressured situation, it's Ryan Rubrick. You expect him to score, but Mason Johnston shuts the door at the right time. We talk about goalies who make the right saves at the right time. Grant Fuhr. That might be the Petes' Grant Fuhr, Mason Johnston.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that game as much as we did. That is the definition of a barn burner.
Oh, it was
That's
great.
A barn
what a
burner.
game. You couldn't write a script better than that.
Ice Dogs score early to go up 1-0. The Petes go 3 unanswered. The Ice Dogs score 1. The Petes get a couple more to go up 5-2. Then the Ice Dogs get 5 unanswered. It's 7-5. Petes tie the game with a Lefebvre hat trick, and then they win it in a shootout. You can't have a better story than that.
You talk about a roller coaster of emotions.
That's
it. That's a 2-hour roller coaster right there that we're all finished with.
Ladies and gentlemen, if that doesn't get you excited for this Pete season, I don't know what will. The penalty kill has to be cleaned up a little bit. The special teams look great. The 5-on-5 look good. Obviously, there's going to be some tweaks made throughout the year from the coaching staff. It's game 1 of preseason. What else are you going to expect?
Hey, what's the one thing we all learned today? Don't give up. Be relentless. And that's what the Petes did. They came back and they won. Even though they look like they got kicked 6 feet underground, they climbed out of the grave and they came out with the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing game we've witnessed, and this is the end of it. From Nathan Whale, I've been Kole McIlmoyle. Port Hope, Ontario has had an amazing crowd.
Oh, it was great. Like that third period, as soon as they tied it, or as they were looking for the tying goal, everybody in the crowd, go Petes, go. And that's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. That's the fans that we expect. That's the fans that we get.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for watching. Next game, or next home preseason game for the Peterborough Petes, Sunday, September the 8th against the Sudbury Wolves. That's in Norwood at the Norwood Arena. Unfortunately, due to a scheduling conflict, Nathan and I will not be able to stream that game. I'm sure it'll be streamed somehow on the Facebook page.
Better Wi-Fi.
We hope. Hopefully that has better Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, we weren't able to stream this one, but it will go up after this game has ended. We thank you for watching. Take care, everybody.